after this.
Yes, yes.
I know one way to do things. As long as it's done that way, I'm good.
Miss Gilmer. Miss Gilmer, you're in the wrong Zoom room. Maya.
Good morning, Mr. Mena.
Yeah.
I got all your pleas, Jim.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I was just getting ready to send them to you if you didn't have them.
No. At the court, when you turn them into the court, they make me a copy and I go get it.
Nice.
Season. Happy New Year, Jim.
Yeah, Happy New Year, by the way. Hi, Heather.
Hello. Nice working with you guys again.
Yeah,
Got
it's been
another
a
3
while.
months together.
Yeah, it's been a while though since
It has.
we've had it. And I know Angela's lurking in there somewhere. So hi, Angela.
Hey, Jim, how are you?
I'm good. Happy New Year.
You too.
We got the A team today.
I'm stepping away for a minute. On the Galaxy S20, what's your name, please? On the phone that just came into the courtroom, what's your name, please?
Keith Dean. Sorry, trying to figure this out.
That's fine. What was it again? I'm sorry, I had the wrong microphone in. All
Keith Dean.
right. What time is your hearing?
It's just a
It's,
dismissal, Heather.
8:40.
I'm sorry, what was that, Angela?
It's just a dismissal.
It's just a business?
No, we're dismissing.
Oh, but what's the name?
Last name is Dean, D-E-A-N.
And what time is it at?
8:40, Heather.
8:40, thank you.
Oh, Angela,
Oh, there it is.
I am sitting in for Leanna on a matter that you're going to dismiss.
Yeah,
Uh,
she's not here yet, so we'll deal with it then.
I forget the young lady's name, but
Okay, yeah, I know which one it is. We'll deal with it when she gets here.
I'll be sitting in.
Yeah, it's Eversole.
Yes. Angela, is Eversole on the docket?
Yeah, it should be like the very first one.
8:30, Jeff?
Oh, yeah, it's on, yeah, okay. Maybe that'll be the first one we address.
I have Miss Eversole in, Judge, and Mr. Dean.
We're ready on Eversole.
Morning, Jeff.
Good morning, Your Honor.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that'll work. Yep. All right, Mr. Bowditch, your appearance for Miss Eversole.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Miss Eversole in place of the attorney of record, Miss Belcher, who apologizes for her absence today. She has a child that has been hopefully negative for COVID, but they're testing. But we're ready to proceed on that.
All right, what are we gonna do?
Your Honor, I believe it's a dismissal.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Good morning, Miss Manarino,
Good morning, Your Honor.
and Happy New Year.
You too.
Thank you. Miss Eversole, can you hear us?
Yeah,
I'm assuming a dismissal is all right with you.
yes.
All right, case is dismissed. I don't see any bond we have to deal with or anything, so you're all set.
Thank you.
Enjoy your day.
You-
How about the Dean file, Mr. Bowditch?
Your Honor, I have, I believe that is another one that is going to be dismissed.
Your Honor, that's correct. I spoke with the victim and she's requesting to have the matter dismissed.
Mr. Dean, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
You're okay with that?
Yes, sir.
Case dismissed. Have a nice day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you, Your
You're
Honor.
welcome. You're welcome.
Next, Judge, I brought in Miss Finch, Jayla Finch, at 8:30.
Thank you. Good morning, Miss Finch.
Good morning.
Mr. Bowditch, are you ready on this one?
No, Your Honor, I haven't spoken with Miss Finch yet.
Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. Miss Finch, I've got a file here from April 12, 2021. It's a charge from the Airport Authority, defraud an innkeeper. That is a misdemeanor, carries a possible penalty of up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. The prosecutor in this file, Mr. Mena, who is joining us on Zoom, has made a plea offer. If you plead guilty to this charge, Mr. Mena is requesting that I take it under a 3-month delayed sentence. What that means is it'll give you a chance to keep this from going on your record as a permanent criminal conviction. So if I accept the plea, for 3 months, you'd have to stay out of trouble, no new criminal charges. There'd be some money you have to pay. As long as you stay out of trouble and pay the money you're ordered to pay, then at the end of the 3 months, the case would be dismissed. Do you understand the offer that Mr. Mena has made you?
Yes.
All right. First question is, are you prepared today to go forward without an attorney, or would you like to speak to Mr. Bowditch, who is our court-appointed attorney?
I'm good to go on without one.
All right. Did I give you enough information to make a decision?
Yes.
And what's your plan? What do you want to do?
I plead guilty.
All right. You understand your rights and options?
Yes.
And you understand the possible penalty for the charge?
Yes.
In understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty today freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Okay. On April 12, 2021, at Metro Airport, did you leave the parking lot without paying for your parking fee? Looks like $64.
Yeah. Yeah, I did, but I wasn't the driver at the time. But yes, I was in the car.
Okay.
Hmm.
How did you get the ticket then? Do you know?
Because the cars, it was in my name. I just wasn't driving. It was my car.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, that makes sense because the registered owner is responsible for parking violations.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Mr. Mena, you agree with that?
Satisfied, Your Honor, and good morning.
Okay. Okay. All right. Ms. Finch, I've got your address on Holland Avenue. Is that correct?
That's my mom's address. That's how come I didn't know I had the ticket. That's my mom's address. It's still on my license. So it's basically what's my mailing address.
You want me to use that as a court address, or you want me to give another, or do you want to give us another one?
You can use that one.
Okay. All right. Can you give me a good phone number for you?
989-980-9381.
That's a lot of 9s and 8s. So 980-9831.
Yep.
Okay. Want to make sure I had it right. All right. Is there anything else you want me to consider before I set the terms of your sentence?
No, I'm okay.
I've got a cash bond on the file. Did you post that, or did somebody post it for you?
No, I posted.
All right, so we're gonna send you a little bit of money back. I'm assessing restitution of $64. That'll go to the parking company, and then court costs of $300. So we'll take the money out of your bond and send you the balance. Understood?
Yes.
Any questions?
No.
All right, so that's gonna go to mom's address, right?
Yes.
The refund. Okay. Have a nice day.
You too.
Thank you.
Next is Lindsay Nichols at 8:50.
Thank you. Good morning, Ms. Nichols.
Good morning.
Ms. Nichols, I've got a file, retail fraud misdemeanor from November 12, 21. As a misdemeanor, it carries a possible penalty of up to $500 fines plus court costs, excuse me, and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand the charge and the possible penalty?
Yeah.
All right. Ms. Manarino, on the sheet, there shows no offer. Is there any, has that changed or is there no offer?
There's no offer, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Nichols, your options today are you can plead guilty to the charge or we can set the case for trial. Do you understand your options?
Yeah.
Are you prepared to go forward today without an attorney, or would you like to speak to the court-appointed attorney who's available by Zoom?
I would like to speak to attorney.
You would?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna let you talk to Mr. Bowditch.
Okay.
And then next judge is Miss Davis at 9 a.m.
9 p.m., Miss Davis, thank you.
Right, did we lose Jeff? I don't see Mr.
Sure looks like
Bowditch.
it. No, sure looks like we did.
Miss Nichols, when he signs back in, I'll put you guys in a breakout room.
Okay.
Good morning, Miss Davis.
Good morning.
I've got
Can you
a
hear me
file with your
fine?
name on it. I can hear you just fine, thank you. I've got a file here with your name on it from November 23, 21. The charge is retail fraud. The possible penalty is up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes.
The prosecutor on your file, Ms. Manarino, has made an offer. If you plead guilty to this charge, Ms. Manarino is suggesting that I take it under a delayed sentence for 6 months. What that means is you stay out of trouble for 6 months, pay whatever court costs I assess, and then at the end of 6 months, the case would be dismissed. Do you understand the offer that's been made?
Yes.
Are you prepared today to go forward without an attorney, or would you like to speak to the court-appointed attorney on Zoom?
I'm prepared to move forward without an attorney.
All right, did I give you enough information to make a decision on that plea offer?
Yes, sir.
What's your pleasure?
Guilty.
You understand your rights and options, correct?
Yes, sir.
You're pleading guilty freely and voluntarily today.
Yes.
On November 23, 2021, did you try to take some merchandise from a store in Van Buren Township without paying for the merchandise?
Yes, sir.
And what store was that, Miss Davis?
Walmart.
Thank you. All right, that factual scenario gives me a basis to accept your plea. We're showing your address on Bell Ridge Boulevard, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And do you have a good phone number I can put on the file?
586-604-2642.
Wonderful. Is there anything you want me to consider before I set the terms of your sentence?
No, sir.
Are you working?
Yes.
Where do you work and how long have you been employed there?
I work for Visiting Angels. I've been employed there since July.
Sounds like home health care?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Full-time?
Yes, sir.
Good. All right. Anything else?
No.
All right. I'm going to go along with the prosecutor's recommendation. I'll delay sentence for 6 months. As I said earlier, stay out of trouble. No new criminal offenses. Your court costs on this file are assessed the amount of $400. Fines and costs are due within 5 days. If you cannot pay it within 5 days, you'll have to go to our website, 34th District Court. Check out the Contact Us tab, and it'll give you some other options for payment plan.
Okay, did you say $400 by 5 days?
It's $400 total. It's due within 5 days, but if you can't do that, then go to our website to find out your options.
Okay.
Any questions?
No.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Here is not, she's not connecting, so I don't know what time she is. I'm going to bring in this iPhone and this other phone number. And Jeff is in the breakout room with Miss Nichols.
Thank you.
On the telephone, what is your name, please? Hello,
Kira Shinovar.
Kira Shinovar.
Yes.
Do you know what time your hearing was?
9.
Let me see if you're in the right room.
She's actually at 9:50, Heather.
Oh, 9:50. Thank you. Oh, there you are. Okay.
Ms. Shinovar, am I saying that correctly? Ms. Shinovar, did we lose you?
No, I'm still here. Sorry.
All right, am I saying your name correctly? Hello?
I wasn't able to hear what your question was. It cut out to a different screen.
When I pronounce your name Shinovar, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. I've got a file here. Incident date November 25, 2021. The charge is dangerous weapon in a prohibited area. Carries a possible penalty of up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes.
The prosecutor's made an offer on this file. If you plead guilty to this charge, the prosecutor's asking me to take it under a delayed sentence for 3 months. What that means is you stay out of trouble, no new criminal offenses, pay whatever court costs are ordered, and at the end of 3 months, it would be dismissed. It would not stay on your record as a permanent conviction. Understand that?
Yes.
Are you prepared to go forward today without an attorney, or would you like to speak to a court-appointed attorney?
I'm prepared to move forward without one.
And did I give you enough information to make a decision today?
Yes.
And what's your pleasure? What do you want to do today, ma'am?
What was that?
What do you want to do today? What's your decision? Ms. Shinovar, you said you were willing to make a decision today. What is your decision?
The 3 months.
You understand your rights and options?
Yes.
Do you understand your rights and options?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily today?
Yes.
On November 25, 21, did you have a weapon in a prohibited area at Metro Airport?
Yes.
What was the weapon?
It was a knife and then a collectible blade.
All right. You understand that as part of this agreement, you're not going to get that back.
Yes.
All right. I can accept your plea. We're showing your address on Riverview Avenue. Is that correct?
That is actually my old address.
New address is?
2038 Columbia Pike in Arlington, Virginia.
All right. 238.
Yes.
Give me the address again.
What was that?
Repeat your address, please.
2038 Columbia Pike in Arlington, Virginia.
Zip code?
22204.
Thank you. Phone number?
443 480 4062.
Thank you. Anything you'd like me to consider before I set the terms of sentence?
No, Your Honor.
I'm going to go along with the prosecutor's recommendation. Delay sentence for 3 months, stay out of trouble, no new convictions. Court costs are assessed the amount of $400. That Court costs are due within 5 days. If you can't make that happen, you'll have to go to our website under our contact tab and check out your other options for payment. Any questions?
Okay. No,
Have a good day.
me too.
Mr. Bowditch, you got anything ready?
We're ready on Lindsay Nichols, Your Honor.
All right. What are we doing?
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Miss Nichols. As far as the arraignment, Your Honor, we would waive formal reading and stand mute. As far as the pretrial phase, Your Honor, Miss Nichols wishes to plead guilty as charged to the charge of retail fraud.
Is that correct, Ms. Nichols?
Yes, that's correct.
And you're doing so freely and voluntarily, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, so on November 12, 21, did you try to take some merchandise from the Walmart store on Belleville Road without paying for that merchandise?
Yes.
And what was the merchandise?
There was 2 hoodies and a case of dog food.
All right, say again.
2 hoodies and a case of dog food.
Thank you. I can accept your plea. I'm showing your address on Old Michigan Avenue. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
How about a phone number?
616-278-5425.
Thank you. Is there anything else you'd like me to consider before I set the terms of your sentence?
No, thanks.
Are you working?
Yes.
Where do you work and how long have you been employed there?
Glen Abbey. I've been employed since November.
Okay, full-time job?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Fines and costs, $500. Fines and costs are due within 5 days. If you can't make that happen, go to our website, check out the contact tab and look at your other options. Any questions?
No, thanks.
Have a nice day.
Thank you, Miss Nichols.
Thank you.
Judge, we have Alicia Teamer and Jonathan Peppers, both at 8:50.
Okay.
Maurice Davis is the attorney.
Yes.
All
Good
right,
morning.
counsel.
Good morning, Judge.
Representing both these?
Yes, I'm representing both of them.
Thank you.
But,
Why don't you put your appearance on the record? I've got the files in front of me.
okay, Maurice Davis, P76203, appearing with Alicia Teamer and Jonathan Peppers, who are present and appearing via Zoom.
Looking to see if we've got any plea offer on these.
Okay, is that, yeah, I want to speak to
Your Honor,
the
if I could speak with Mr. Davis in a breakout room for
Sure.
a minute. Thank you.
Sure.
Thanks.
Next, I'm bringing in Young Blood at 9 a.m. and Royce is here.
Thank you. We got to try to get Angela to put these things in alphabetical order.
She puts them in time order.
Put my clients in as well. I just want to speak to the prosecutor.
Oh, did you guys get kicked out?
No, you put my clients in the breakout room.
Yeah, I didn't get the invite.
Yeah, just myself and prosecutor.
Can you go back in, Mr. Davis? Just hit the button.
Okay, let's see.
Happy New Year, Mr. Nunley.
Happy New Year to you, Judge.
Your appearance for Ms. Youngblood, please.
Yeah, Royce Snelling on behalf of the defendant, Ms. Youngblood. So we got a discovery order for this way back when, and we still haven't received anything. We got a discovery order back in November 22nd, and this also applies for the next 2 cases that I have, 9/10 and 9/20. So I guess like when Angela comes back, maybe I could jump in and talk to her, but we still haven't
Okay.
received any sort of anything.
Yeah, I don't think we can do much without her right now. All right, Ms. Youngblood, are you connected?
Yes, I am.
Okay. All right, Mr. Nunley, as soon as Angela is free, we'll stick you in a breakout. You can talk about all those files.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mr. Backos, do you have your client with you?
Good morning, Madam Clerk. No, I don't. She should be logged in though. She was texting with me this morning and
Who's your client, Flatley?
yeah, Nicole Flatley.
What time is she scheduled, Counselor?
She's scheduled for 9:10 this morning, Judge. Happy New Year, Judge.
Happy New Year. Thank you. Trying to find her on the list. There we go.
Thank you. And Judge, what I wanted to do, if I could, is get in with the city attorney. I actually intended to put together a deviation on this one at the end of last month, but I wound up having some COVID problems with my family.
Sure.
Would it be possible for me to do a breakout room with the city attorney before we go on?
Yeah, she's.
No,
backed
this
up
is
right
just
now.
an arraignment, so
Yeah, we'll get you in with her as soon as we can.
Thank you, Judge.
Yep, no problem.
Angela's back for Peppers and Teamer.
All right, what are we gonna do on those two?
Your Honor, we're requesting a brief adjournment. There's some additional discovery and communications that Mr. Davis and I need to have.
26?
Going into a breakout room?
the 26th.
That work?
What's the next date after the 26th?
Next out would be February 3.
February 3rd is better.
That's better?
Yes.
All right. February 3rd, let's call it 9 a.m.
9 a.m. Okay. Thank you.
Teamer and Peppers, that works?
Yeah. Yes, that's
All
fine.
Have a great day, folks.
Happy New Year, Your Honor.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you.
Angela, can you go back in the room? Mr. Nunley needs to speak to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Where they at, Heather?
I'm wondering if they're all in different breakout or different waiting rooms because we keep getting other last month's when they were adjourned from a different judge. They keep,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So I'm going to ask Michelle to turn on her Zoom if she can.
Yep. Yeah, they don't seem to catch that when we change it on the notice. Mr. Bowditch, why don't you have a nice logo like Mr. Backos does?
I beg your pardon, Judge?
I said, why don't you, you're the artist, why don't you have a nice logo like Mr. Backos does?
A nice logo?
Yeah. See it on your screen?
Oh,
What do you think?
well,
I
that's a
like
very
it.
nice logo. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
that was
But
that was a school assignment for my son. I'll have him make one for everybody.
Nice.
my background in art is it's a cartoonist, so I can put a cartoon up. It would be offensive, but I can certainly put a cartoon up.
Judge, I brought in Mr. Guys, Gauss at 9:20.
Mr. Gauss,
Good
that's
morning,
mine.
sir.
Gauss. Okay, thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Goss.
Good morning.
Morning, Brandon.
Good morning, sir.
How do you pronounce it, Brandon? Guys or Goss?
Brandon Goss. Goss.
Goss? All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Mr. Bowditch, your appearance for Mr. Goss.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Goss. Your Honor, today is a date and time, I believe, set for a pretrial in this matter. We've already arraigned it. We do have an executed plea agreement in which Mr. Gauss would be pleading guilty to the charge of interfering with a police officer with the understanding the matter would be taken under advisement under 771 for a period of 6 months.
All right, that's my information on the offer. So, Mr. Goss, you understand the possible penalty for the charge?
Yes, sir.
And you understand your rights and options after discussing those with Mr. Bowditch?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Do you understand your rights and options after discussing those with Mr. Bowditch?
Yes, sir.
And understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty to this charge today freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Bowditch, if you do the voir dire, incident date August 11, 21.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Gauss, on that date and time, did the police come to your home?
Yes, sir, they did.
Were they investigating something? Mr. Gauss, were they investigating something on that day?
Yes, sir.
Did you interrupt that investigation?
I did.
Defense is satisfied, Your Honor.
All right, I'll accept the plea. Mr. Goss, I'm showing you on Landmark. Is that a good address?
Yes, sir.
Phone number?
517-879-9530.
Thank you. Are you working?
Yes, sir.
Where at? How long?
I'm working at a company called Town Park through U of M. I've been there for 5 months.
What do they do there?
I do valet.
Say again?
Valet.
Oh, okay. All right. Anything you want to tell me before I set the terms of your sentence?
I don't believe so, sir.
All right, I'm going to go along with the prosecutor. I'll do a 6-month delayed sentence. Court costs are assessed the amount of $500. Fines and costs are due within 5 days. If you can't make that happen, go to our website, check out our contact tab, and you'll see some other options there.
Okay.
Any questions?
No, sir.
Have a great day.
Thank you, Brandon.
Yep. Am I all set?
You're all
You're
set,
all
Brandon.
set.
You can leave the meeting.
Mr. Nunley, got anything ready?
Yeah, we're ready on Youngblood, Judge.
All right, what do we got?
So Royce Nunley appearing on behalf of the defendant. So I have not received discovery yet, but that was not due to Angela's. That was my negligence. The discovery orders for Van Buren, we have to email to a certain individual. I was under the mistaken assumption that, like some of the other jurisdictions, like Romulus, they get entered, they get sent, and then we just get a letter in the mail. So I've made note of it. It won't happen again. My office assistant is doing it right now. The first date in which I am available, in which Angela is at the court, is February 17th. If we could go out to February 17th, it'd be more than enough time. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. 9 o'clock.
Sure.
All right, bond will be continued.
Thanks, Judge.
Happy New Year, Royce.
Happy New Year, Jeff. Good to see you.
All right, Miss Youngblood, that work for you?
Yes.
Any questions for Mr. Nunley before I let you leave the meeting?
I do not. I on that date I have a a video with my disability lawyers and a judge. I'm not sure of the time, but if it's a conflict, will I be able to change it at that time? You know, prior to?
Yeah, contact Mr. Nunley. If there's a conflict between those two, contact Mr. Nunley. We'll work it out.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Have a nice day.
Thank you, you too.
Michelle opened up her Zoom, Judge, and now we're flooding. I have Destiny Puckett. She is at 9:10.
Miss Puckett, can you hear me?
You are kind of hard to hear, Judge. I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah, I don't know what we can do about it. Miss Puckett, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. Bowditch, your appearance.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Miss Puckett. Your Honor, I would need a breakout room with Miss Puckett if I could.
Yep.
Sure. Yep. Jeff, can you go back into that room that you should have on there?
I believe I can.
And then Angela,
Yes.
Mr. Backos for Miss Flatley needs to speak to you again. If you can go back into that room also. Thank you.
Heather, I don't see a Melanie Bates on our docket. Am I missing something?
Let me look it up in JIS. That's how I'm finding all these different people. Melanie. I don't even have a Bates in our system.
Well, I guess we could bring Mr. Upshaw in.
Oh, is it maybe for him? Miss Bates, are you here for Mr. Upshaw?
Yes, I was not sure if he logged in this morning, so I just wanted to make sure it was all covered.
Thank you so much. We were searching for your name on our docket. We weren't finding you. Thank you. Judge, I'm going to bring in these two people with these iPhones and name them.
Yep.
Clinch's iPhone. What is your name, please?
Karma Lynch.
There you are at 9:20.
Am I supposed to see you? I see
You're
your
in
name.
the court. Yep, you're in the courtroom right now.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, Miss Lynch.
Good morning.
I've got a file from November 26, 2021. Retail fraud is the charge. The possible
Yes, sir.
penalty is up to $500 fine plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The prosecutor has made an offer on the file. If you plead guilty to this charge, the prosecutor is asking me to take it under a delayed sentence for 6 months. During that time period, I'd order court costs that need to be paid, and you need to stay out of trouble with no new charges. At the end of 6 months, as long as you paid the money and stayed out of trouble, this would be dismissed. It would not stay on your record as a permanent conviction. Do you understand the offer that's been made?
Yes, and I accept it if they allow me to.
All right. And are you prepared to go forward today without an attorney, or would you like the advice of a court-appointed attorney?
I would go forward without an attorney. I understand.
Okay. On November 26th, well, first of all, do you understand your rights and options?
Do I understand my right to options?
Your rights and options. You know, you got constitutional rights. For example, right to a trial by jury.
Oh, yes,
All those rights?
yes, yes,
You understand those?
yes,
In understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily to the charge?
yes,
On November 26, 21, did you try to take some merchandise from a store in Van Buren Township without paying for that merchandise?
yes.
What store was that?
Walmart.
And what was the merchandise?
I believe it was children's pajamas.
All right, I'll accept your plea. Showing your address on Nash Avenue, is that a valid address?
Yes, sir.
Phone number, please.
734-644-5261.
Thank you. Is there anything you'd like me to consider before I set the terms of your sentence?
I apologize. I was moving fast. I was just doing too much. But I'm harder on myself than anybody else. And I'm not going through the checkout like that anymore. It was exciting. It was the day after things. I was just doing too much, putting stuff back and talking to my sister and talking to the cashier. And I learned, believe me.
Okay. Are you
It's
working,
embarrassing.
ma'am?
Huh? I'm sorry,
Do you
excuse
work?
me. I sure do, Monday through Friday.
Where do you work at and how long have you been employed there?
I've been employed with HV Huron Valley for 2 years, and before that 13 years, and then before that 10 years.
All with HV?
Oh no, before that
Okay.
with Pfizer and Glacier Hills.
Okay. All right. Anything else you want me to consider, ma'am?
No, I'm a good person.
Okay. All right. So this address I've got on Nash Avenue, that's a good one for 6 months or so?
Yes. Oh yes, I've been
Okay.
living there for 17 years.
Okay. All right. So stay out of trouble for 6 months. Your court costs are assessed in the amount of $400. That's due within 5 days. If you cannot make that happen, go to our website, check out the Contact Us tab, and you'll see some
Okay.
other options there.
Okay.
Any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Enjoy your day, ma'am.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
You're welcome. Mr. Backos, are you ready?
Ready to go, Your Honor.
And what file was that again?
That's
Flatley?
Nicole Flatley. Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. All right. I've got the file. What are we doing?
Thank you, Judge. We're here this morning for a pre-trial. I did speak with Ms. Manarino. This case, that, in my opinion, it's a bit different, particularly with the explanation for the reason for the defendant being on the road that evening. I wanted to put together a deviation packet for Ms. Manarino in December, but I had some health issues involving my family. So I'm wondering if the court will adjourn this to February 3rd, and I'll get on that and get the packet over to the city attorney within the next 2 weeks, and hopefully have a resolution at the next court date.
Yeah, we can do that. Let's do
Thank you,
it,
Judge.
February 3rd, 9 a.m.
Yeah, that works for me, Your Honor.
All right, bond is continued. Ms. Flatley, any questions for your attorney before we terminate the meeting?
No, Your Honor.
Enjoy your day, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
You're welcome, counsel. Tell your son, good job.
Thanks, Judge. I'll let him know.
Do we know who Alonzo is, Heather?
No, Alonzo, what's the last name, please?
Alfonso McLean.
Okay, there you are at 9:30.
Good morning, Mr. McLean.
How you doing? Good morning.
Better not deserve, sir. I've got a file with your name on it. Incident date is October 28, 2021. Count 1 is malicious destruction of property. Count 2 is assault and battery. Each of those is punishable by up to $500 fines plus court costs, each one up to 93 days in jail. Ms. Manarino, is there an offer for Mr. McLean to consider?
Yes, Your Honor. If Mr. McLean pleads guilty to the malicious destruction of property, we would dismiss the assault and battery charge. The complainant is also requesting $599.87 in restitution.
$599.87.
Yes, Judge.
All right, Mr. McLean, do you understand the offer presented by the prosecution?
That's the only options.
No, you could set these for trial. That's just the offer that's being made by the prosecutor. My question is, do you understand the offer?
Oh yes, I understand the officer. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right, no problem. Are you prepared to go forward today without an attorney, or would you like the advice of a court-appointed attorney who's available by Zoom?
Could I get the advice from a court-appointed lawyer?
Yeah, we can put you in a breakout room with Mr. Bowditch.
Jeff, can you go back into that room, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Okay, when Jeff gets back, we can do Miss Puckett. I'm going to bring in Arian Brooks. 9 a.m.
Thank you.
She's connecting. You know, I noticed that she has Mr. Jadala as an attorney. I don't know. I don't show him appearing yet, though.
Yeah, we'll ask her when we get her connected.
Yeah, she's not connecting. I'm bringing in Mr. Hoover. See if he'll connect. He is at 8:40. Mr. Hoover, is your first name Michael? Can you unmute yourself, please?
1 sec, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay.
Are you Michael?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Good morning, Mr. Hoover.
Good morning.
I have a file for November 21, retail fraud is the charge. The possible penalty for that is up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, there is no offer on this file, so that means your options are you can plead guilty to the charge, or you can set this case for trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Are you prepared today to go forward without an attorney, or would you like to speak to the court-appointed attorney?
I'd like to speak to a court-appointed attorney.
All right. As soon as he is available, we will let you into a breakout room with Mr. Bowditch.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Nunley, are you prepared to go forward on Mr. Mowat, M-O-U-A-T at 9:20?
Yes.
I have the file, Mr. Nunley.
Royce Nunley on behalf of the defendant. This is another one that's like Ms. Youngblood, where the discovery order did not get submitted to the Van Buren Police Department. We can maybe move this one to the same day, February 17th. That would be great.
Yeah, what time we do the other one? Was that 9?
9?
I think.
Yep.
Yes, it was, Judge.
Do this one the same thing?
Sure.
What, you understand this? Looks like he's not connected or he's muted. Mr. Muad, are you muted? Would you waive his presence for purposes of the adjournment?
I would
Mr.
waive
Nunley?
his presence. Yes.
All right, I'll leave it to you to try to contact him and let him know what we did.
There's one more that is the same thing that I have up today, and I would be happy to waive that person's presence also for expediency purposes.
And file name?
Humbarger, Tammy.
U-M?
Yep, H-U-M.
H-U-M at 9:10, Judge.
H-U-M. Thank you.
Royce, what about
Got it?
Andrea Drake? Is she yours?
She's mine. We submitted a motion on that one. I had something happen to her phone because I spoke with her a couple times, but now I think that maybe she got her phone shut off. So I
Okay.
haven't been able to talk to her. I'd love to waive her presence and just argue the motion if possible.
What time's that one scheduled for?
Drake, well, Humbarger is scheduled at 9:10.
All right, so Humbarger, we're doing the same date?
Yep.
9 AM?
Sure.
All right. And then, I'm sorry, which one, file name for the motion?
Drake, Andrea Drake. It was at 9 AM.
Who's prosecuting that one?
Angela, she submitted a response to the motion.
All right. I don't think I've seen a response yet, so let me make sure I got it in the file. Yeah, I don't, that's your call whether or not you want your client here for the motion.
Yeah, no, I'd waive her presence.
Okay. Yeah, I have not seen a response though.
I emailed it to Heather last week. Did you get it, Heather? Did you get it, Royce?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, she sent it when I was off, and I don't know that it came through. The response. Sorry, Judge, I'm printing it off now. I did not see it in my email when I came back.
Well, as soon as we get caught up here, I'll read it and then we'll deal with that.
Okay.
So get moving.
Sounds good. Thank you, Judge.
I'm going to
Mr.
bring in
Hoover's
this.
waiting to-
I'm sorry.
Hoover's
Oh,
waiting to talk to Mr. Bowditch, right?
yes, and Mr. Bowditch is back. We can do Destiny Puckett, and then he can go on with Mr. Hoover.
Yep. Are you ready on Puckett, Mr. Bowditch?
Yes, I'm ready on Puckett, Your Honor. I'm also ready on McLean.
I'm sorry, on which one? McLean?
McLean. Your Honor, these are companion cases. I believe I can only represent one, but I've spoken with both.
Okay. Well, pick one and we'll let Mr. Nunley talk to the other one.
All right, then I will take Miss Puckett.
All right.
Both of them are an adjournment, Your Honor.
That's the request?
That's the request on both, is for the adjournment
All
so
right,
I can
well-
talk to Angela.
All right, I'll let you do the adjournment on both of them, and then we'll just make a note that we got to have two different attorneys for the next court date.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yep. Mr. McLean, Ms. Puckett, you understand that?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Any preference, Mr. Bowditch, as far how
Your
far
Honor,
you go?
could we go to February 17th? On February 3rd, I'm with Judge Martin.
February 17th?
If we could, Your Honor.
Sure. Let's do it at 9:15.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Puckett, did you understand that?
February 17th at 9.
9:15, ma'am. You'll be represented by myself, and then Mr. McLean will have an equally qualified individual with him.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, any questions, folks?
No.
Enjoy your days.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Jeff, can you go back into your room? I'm going to put you in with Mr. Hoover.
Yes.
Thank you.
Jeff, Mr. Hoover is a retail fraud with no offer.
Thank you.
I'm gonna bring in this Galaxy and see who they are.
Sure.
I'm going to bring in Shatora Dit. Well, this one's assigned to Dan Batar. I don't know.
Mr. Stanford, can you hear me?
Yes.
Good morning. I've
Good
got
morning.
a file from June 26, 2021. The charge is interfering with a police officer. That is a misdemeanor. Possible penalties up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes.
The prosecutor has made an offer on this file. If you plead guilty to the charge, the prosecutor is requesting that I consider a delayed sentence for 12 months. If during that 12 months you do not commit any new crimes and you pay whatever court costs I assess, then at the end of 12 months, the charge would be dismissed. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Are you prepared to go forward today without an attorney, or would you like to speak to a court-appointed attorney?
I go out attorney today.
Did I give you enough information to make a decision?
Can I get my discovery? I've been trying to get discovery for the last like 3 court appearances.
Your Honor, if I may, Mr. Bowditch was representing Mr. Stanford, and I believe he has received the discovery on this matter.
All right. All right, Mr. Bowditch is in a breakout room right now, Mr. Stanford. We'll wait till he gets back so we can talk to him.
Okay, because I talked to him yesterday. He said he ain't got it as of yesterday. So.
All right, well, we might have to have the attorneys have some conversation to figure out what happened to the discovery. Shatoria Tiggs, are you connected?
Yes, I am. Good morning.
Good morning. Have you had any conversation with Attorney Batar?
No.
All right, looks like last time you were in court, you spoke to that attorney. Would you like to speak to him again, or you just want the advice of an attorney?
I'll speak with him again.
All right, I'll see if we can find him. I don't know
Thank
if he was
you.
scheduled to be here today or not.
Did you want me to bring one of the 2 in from the breakout room? I mean, from the waiting room? They both say MIDC, but.
Go ahead and bring Carrie in.
All right.
Ashley Carey, are you connected?
Make sure things are muted.
Ashley Carey, you're muted.
Sorry.
Good morning.
Morning.
Mr. Bowditch, representing Ashley Carey this morning.
Yes, Your Honor, I haven't spoken with Miss Carey yet.
I don't think you'll need to. I've got a piece of paper here that says the prosecutor wants to dismiss.
Well, Miss, ma'am, do you have any objection to the prosecutor dismissing these charges?
No, sir.
Then I think we're all set, Your Honor.
Case dismissed. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Ms. Carey.
You too. Bitch, I'm
Are you aware or are you ready on Hoover?
Yes, Your Honor, I need to speak with Miss Manarino.
Angela, can you go back in your room?
Okay.
Ms. Tiggs, are you with me?
Yes, I am.
All right, so Mr. Bitar says he doesn't know your name, so I'm assuming you probably talked to one of our other attorneys last time you spoke. Do you know who you spoke to?
The attorney who was just on the screen, he looked familiar, but honestly,
Okay.
I'm really not sure.
All right, well, he's the one that's available today, so we're gonna have you talk to Mr. Bowditch when we can.
Okay.
What's your pleasure, Heather?
Andre S. is with Upshaw's office, but I think Miss Bates left to go to another court. Miss Bates, are you back from court? Brandon Bilski is Jeff's. Laverchise Adams is MIDC. And so is Murphy. Renee, what is your name, please? Your last name?
Thompson.
Do you know what time your hearing was at?
It was at 9:10. Can you
Are
see
you
me?
Susan Thompson?
I am Susan Thompson, yes.
Thank you.
Ms. Thompson, good morning.
Good morning.
I have a file here, incident date March 14/21. Count 1 is interfering with a police officer. Count 2 is malicious destruction of property. Each of these is a misdemeanor, carrying a possible penalty of up to $500 fines plus court costs. Each one is up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Ms. Manarino, are you with us or is she in a breakout?
Breakout with Mr. Bowditch.
All right. Looks like she did not make an offer on this one. Oh, here it is, yeah. All right, so the offer is if you plead guilty to malicious destruction of property The interfere with a police officer charge would be dismissed. And looks like restitution of $500 has already been paid, correct? Ms. Thompson?
Like I paid my sister already? Is that what you're asking me?
I am.
Yes, I did.
All right, do you understand the offer that's been made by the prosecution?
Yes, I do.
And are you prepared today to go forward without an attorney, or would you like to speak to the court-appointed attorney who's available by Zoom?
No, I'm okay to move forward with it.
What do you want to do today?
Plead guilty, Your Honor.
All right, tell me what happened on March 14, 2021 in Van Buren Township that makes you think you're guilty of malicious destruction of private property.
Well, Your Honor, I had gotten drunk. I went out with my sisters for a night. There were a lot of things that happened that triggered me that night, but you know, still no excuse for doing what I did. I was going through a divorce also at that time, and my husband had took my kids from me 4 times before, or that was the 4th time. So 3 times before that. So when my sister locked me out of the house for wanting to take my kids home, I know she had valid reason for it, and I do not blame her for it. I would have done the same thing. So,
All right, so I'm missing the property damage though. What happened with property damage?
after my sister took them in the house, they locked me out, and I wanted my kids. So I don't remember anything. I was only told a story. So, but I did bust her window open and climbed in to get my kids. And then from what I was told, 2 cops had to carry me out. But I don't remember it, Your Honor. But I do know that I did it, so.
All right, I cannot accept a guilty plea from you because you're not giving me facts from your memory. You're just telling me what somebody else told you.
Oh.
I do have facts in the file that would support a plea if you plead no contest to the charge. No contest literally means you're not fighting the charge against you. If I can find a factual basis from somewhere other than your mouth, and as I said, I've already got the facts in the file, then I can accept the no contest plea. From your standpoint, there's no difference. I'm still going to sentence you. It'll still be a conviction on your record. Do you understand that?
So what does that mean? I've never been in trouble, Your Honor. Like I don't know courts.
Okay, well, what it means is what I just told you. It means. No contest plea means you're not fighting that charge. A guilty charge means you're telling me what you did wrong that supports the plea. You can't tell me from personal knowledge, so I cannot accept the guilty plea. If you plead no contest, I can get the facts from the paperwork I've got in the court file. Then I can sentence you on the charge. So once the plea is accepted, whether or not it's a guilty plea or a no contest plea, there's no change from the court standpoint. We're still going to sentence you. They're still going to go on your record, so on and so forth. Understood?
Yes.
All right. Are you prepared to go forward today?
Yes, Your Honor.
And would you like to plead no contest so I can accept the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I've looked at the facts. I can accept your plea. I've got your address on Timberlane Drive. Is that correct?
That is correct.
789-1929 is your phone number?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like me to consider before I set the terms of your sentence?
No.
Are you working, ma'am?
I am not.
When's the last time you worked?
Before COVID started.
Where were you working then?
I was at McDonald's.
All right. And why haven't you worked in the last 2 years?
Going through after the kids had COVID, and then they returned back to school. I haven't gone back because I was going through a divorce still. And my kids, I got custody of my kids, and it's just been a big battle going back and forth with my ex and everything like that. I started going back to school myself when COVID shut down to help my kids do better in school, to show them that we could do it as a family.
Good.
And
good.
So I haven't really started work again. But I graduate in May, so
Graduate from?
medical billing and coding.
Good luck. Hopefully they have good job placement.
Thank you.
All right, anything else you want me to consider?
Nope.
All right. Fines and court costs total $500. Fines and costs are due within 5 days. If you cannot make that happen, go to our website, 34th District Court. Check us out under the Contact Us tab, and other options for payment are available. Understood?
Okay. Understood.
Any questions?
No, sir. Your Honor.
Your Honor, if I may,
Yes.
in regards to the restitution on that file, how is the court going to handle that?
It's already been paid.
Oh, okay.
Which is actually on your plea sheet. Restitution.
Well, Your Honor, a portion of it was paid. When I spoke with the complainant on Monday, she indicated the 500 had been paid, but the total amount is about $1,200.
Ah, okay, that wasn't very clearly stated on your paperwork.
Sorry, Judge.
Ms. Thompson, would you agree that the total on the damage was more than the $500 you've already paid?
I'm sorry, I had a phone call coming in. I didn't hear what was said.
Well, that's certainly more important than what we're doing.
Well,
Want me to give you some time to finish your phone call?
I declined it, Your Honor. I just didn't hear what you said.
The prosecutor says the total damage on your sister's house was $1,200, of which you paid $500. Is that you agree to that?
I don't know how much her damage was.
Okay.
All I know is that when we discussed it, she wanted to upgrade it anyways. And since I broke the biggest portion of her window and she was getting a bay window, we had priced the window at $1,000. And so I gave her half. I don't know how much. I have not talked to my sister, Your Honor.
All right.
So I don't know.
I'm going to leave the restitution issue open. I'll have my staff send a letter to your sister and ask her what her restitution claim is. We'll contact you, and if you're okay with that number, we'll go from there. If you're not okay with that number, we'll have a hearing.
Okay.
Any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, you're welcome. Enjoy your day, Ms. Thompson.
Thank you.
And Mr. Bowditch, you got something ready?
Your Honor, I have, I believe I have Mr. Hoover ready.
What are we doing?
Your Honor, Mr. Hoover, we're just going to ask for an adjournment in this matter. Ms. Manarino and I are doing a little bit of investigation as far as this is concerned.
You want to go to the 17th? I think that's the last one,
17th,
David.
please, Your Honor.
9:15.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Hoover, that work for you?
Yes, sir.
All right, and it looks like you have yet to be arraigned. So would you waive formal reading and stand?
Your Honor,
mute
yes.
about it?
Wait formal reading, stand mute. My apologies.
All right. I'll enter a not guilty plea for you, Mr. Hoover. I'm going to put you on a personal bond. I've got you
Okay,
on
thank you.
Whitaker Road. Is that right?
Yes.
Could I have a phone number to put on the file?
Yes, it's 734 799 6068.
Thank you. Raise your right hand for me. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court on $1,000 if you violate bond? So your terms are stay out of trouble, cooperate with Mr. Bowditch so we can do something on that court date.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. Enjoy your day.
Yep.
I'm also ready, Your Honor, on Mr. Stanford.
I have the file.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Stanford. Your Honor, we had been waiting in this matter for discovery. the discovery was ready. It's been at the police department. It's my error, Your Honor, in not going and picking it up. So we would just need a brief adjournment, Your Honor, probably the February 17th date. I could get the discovery and we can go forward.
Understood, Mr. Stanford. You're muted. Mr. Stanford, one last chance. You're muted.
Hello?
Yes, did you understand what Mr. Bowditch explained to me?
Yes,
You okay with the adjournment till the 17th of February?
that's fine. That's fine.
Enjoy your day.
What time, Your Honor?
9:15.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll call you, Mr. Stanford. We'll talk.
Okay, will I get the notification in the mail, or I just got to just show up?
Both,
There's
please.
There'll be another notice.
All right.
But I'll call you, Mr. Stanford.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. And I
On the
apologize.
Galaxy A12, what is your name, please? Unmute yourself. Push the mic. Thank you. What is your name, please?
Andrea Drake.
That is Royce's case, Judge, at 9 a.m.
Yeah, we already dealt with that. I can't remember what we did though.
No, that's the motion,
No.
Judge.
That's the motion. It hasn't happened yet.
Okay. Ms. Drake, just hang with us. We're not ready yet.
Okay.
Mr. Bowditch, you have not talked to Ms. Tiggs yet, correct?
No, Miss Tiggs?
Yes.
No, I haven't spoken to Shatoria Tiggs yet.
Okay, I'm gonna put, if you can go back into your room, you have the pleas, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, go back in there, or I'll put you in your room. Thank you. I'm gonna bring in Michelle Tinsley. She does not have MIDC or anybody waiting. She is at 9:50.
Ms. Tinsley, are you connected?
Yes, sir.
I have a file here for November 27, 2021, misdemeanor charge of possession of a weapon at a prohibited area in the airport. Carries a possible penalty of up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand the charge, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
The prosecutor has made an offer on this file. If you plead guilty to this charge, it would be taken under a delayed sentence for 3 months. You'd be ordered to stay out of trouble for 3 months, pay some court costs. If you pay the court costs and stay out of trouble, then at the end of 3 months, the case would be dismissed. It would not stay on your record as a permanent criminal conviction. Do you understand the offer?
Yes, sir.
Are you prepared today to go forward without an attorney, or would you like to speak to a court-appointed attorney?
I don't really, I mean, I can if you think I need one, but I don't really have to have one.
It's your decision, ma'am.
Yes, sir, I guess. I mean, If,
You guess you want to talk to the attorney, or you guess you don't want to talk to the attorney?
yes, sir, I guess so. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, what? You want the attorney or you don't want the attorney?
Yes, I'd like to talk to the attorney.
All right, Mr. Bowditch is currently engaged in a breakout room. We'll let you talk to him as soon as he's free.
I'm going to bring in Mr. Upshaw. His client is Andre Smith at 8:50.
Yep. Good morning, Mr. Upshaw.
Good morning, Your Honor. Is it any way possible I can go into the breakout room with the city attorney?
Sure. And just so you know, Mr. Smith is trying to connect.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Angela, can you go back in that room, please?
Adams in because I found that file.
What was that,
Now I
Judge?
can't find Adams. I was gonna bring Adams in because I found the file, but now I can't find Lavertus Adams. Was in the waiting room.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, right there.
Yep. Mr. Adams, are you connected?
Yes,
Do you have video?
I'm trying to figure it out right now. It says,
All right. I've got a file here for November 1, 2021. The charge is assault and battery. This is a misdemeanor, carries a possible penalty of up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
yes, sir.
The prosecutor has made an offer on the file. If you plead guilty to the charge, the prosecutor is asking me to do a delayed sentence for 6 months. What that means is you'd have to stay out of trouble for 6 months with no criminal charges. There would be court costs ordered, and it looks like there may be a restitution claim from the victim. As long as you do everything you're supposed to during that time period, then at the end of that time period, the file would be dismissed. It would not stay on your record as a permanent criminal conviction. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Are you prepared to go forward without an attorney today, or would you like to speak to the court-appointed attorney?
Actually, I have a court appointed attorney. His name Jeffrey.
Yep. So you want to talk to Mr. Bowditch?
Yes, I wasn't even there, so I need to talk to him for sure.
All right. You're in line to speak to Mr. Bowditch.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Royce,
Yes,
is Clayton Bird yours?
yes, he is.
Okay, are you prepared to go forward with him? Did you want to talk to him?
Yeah, I just need to speak with him briefly, please.
All right. Do you know the plea for him?
No, I don't.
Okay, let me look it up real quick.
I do have to jump over to Judge Martin for one matter that's scheduled at 9:50 after Mr. Byrd. I assume that would it be okay to hear this motion after I get back from that one?
Sure.
Great.
Mr. Byrd is 7716 6 months, no contact.
Okay.
Did you want to speak to him before you go over there? Or you're going over there?
Yeah, no, I'll talk to him real quick and then I'll jump over there and then I'll come right back.
All right, I'm bringing him in now. I'm going to throw you guys in a breakout room.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Where are you? Andre, is your last name Smith?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, your attorney's talking with the prosecutor right now, so it'll be just a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
Jeff, while we're on a standstill right now, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Miss Tinsley. That one is at 9:50. And you should have the pleas from Mr. Mena.
Oh, this is Mr. Mena's case. All right.
Yep. If you can go back into that room, please, and I will put her in there.
Thank you.
Thank you. Justin's A32. What is your name, please? Justin, you were just brought into the courtroom. What is your name? Justin. Mr. Upshaw, are you guys ready to go on your case with Andre Smith, or were you looking for an adjournment?
I'm trying to check. I think we have a resolution. I was trying to call Andre on his phone to see if I can accept this proposition.
I can put you, either you can do that, or I can put you in a breakout room, your choice.
Put me in a breakout room. Thank you.
Sure.
All right, Heather, I'm going to jump over to Judge Martin. I'll be right back, okay?
All right, thanks. And no, not everybody's noticed or identified because nobody's answering me.
Of course not.
Hi, Mr. Batar, you're ready on Sierra?
Good morning. I need to speak with Angela, if possible, in a breakout room.
Sure. Angela, can you go in that room, please? Judge Lapertice Adams was asking for MIDC, correct? Because they're now back in the
Yeah.
waiting room. Okay, they must.
Yep.
I'm going to bring in Zachary McFay and see if he wants to take a plea or if he wants to talk to Jeff. Nautica on the, I'm sorry,
Have we seen Aaron Brooks yet? For some reason, I got this file set aside.
That is one. She kept coming in, but she would never connect. Nautica, what is your name, please?
It's Nautica Willoughby.
What's the last name? I'm sorry.
Willoughby. Sorry, I forgot to put it on there.
Oh, I see you at 9:30. Judge, that's one that can go to.
All right, Ms. Willoughby, I have a file here, incident date 7/23/21. Checkpoint violation at Metro Airport. This is a misdemeanor, carries a possible penalty of up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that charge and the
Yeah.
possible penalty for the charge?
Yeah.
The prosecutor's made an offer. If you plead guilty to this charge, the prosecutor's asked me to delay sentence for 3 months. That means for 3 months, you'd have to stay out of trouble, no new criminal offenses. I would order court costs at the end of 3 months. If you paid your money and stayed out of trouble, then the charge would be dismissed at that time. It would not stay on your record as a conviction. Do you understand the offer?
Yes.
Are you prepared to go forward today without an attorney, or would you like to speak to the court-appointed attorney?
I can go without.
And did I give you enough information to make a decision?
Yeah.
What's your decision?
Guilty.
All right, so what was a checkpoint violation on July 23/21 at Metro Airport?
I was going to the airport and I take a lift to the airport. And so I take a
Right.
taser with me. And I meant to put it in my check bag, but I forgot to.
Meant to what? Put what in your check bag, ma'am?
The taser. I had a taser. I meant to put the taser in my check bag.
And they found it at the checkpoint.
Yes.
I can accept your plea. Got your address on Willow Street, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
977-6385 is your phone number?
Yep, that's right.
Is there anything you want me to consider before I set the terms of sentence?
No.
I'll go along with the prosecutor. I'll delay sentence for 3 months. During that time period, stay out of trouble, no new criminal offenses. Court costs are assessed the amount of $400. Court costs are due within 5 days of being assessed. If you can't make that happen, then go to our website, 34th District Court, contact us tab. Other options are available online. Any questions,
Okay.
ma'am?
No.
Enjoy your day.
Okay, thanks.
Mr. Upshaw, are you ready on Mr. Smith's files?
Yes, we are, Your Honor.
What are we doing today?
We are pleading. We have an offer from the prosecutor, the city attorney. Would like to take advantage of that offer.
All right. Tell me what the deal is.
Your Honor, my client is going to plead guilty to 2 counts of driving with license suspended and 1 count of disorderly conduct. The city attorney is dismissing 2 counts of driving with license suspended and misuse of a phone.
All right, I've got more files than you talked about.
Okay, what else you have, Your Honor? I know he has something in front of this honorable court, I thought on the 13th, where he owes some money.
Yeah, that's a different issue. It looks like he's got a payment plan that was supposed to start in June. Just under $1,400. And then
Okay,
we got
yeah.
another one that's coming up, a felony flee and elude. That one was scheduled yesterday, I guess, for a PCC. So I assume he took care of that one.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah. So I've got case number, stickers cut off, of course. Case number 210829, interfering with police officer and misuse of 911. Case number 210489, malicious use of telephone, disorderly person, and drove while license suspended, revoked, or denied. Case number 21 VB00479 DWLS. 00280 DWLS. And case number 1183 DWLS. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 charges, and you talked about 5.
I talked about 6. You are correct.
6. So I'm missing 2.
Judge, you're missing the interfere with police and the misuse on the case of 21-0829. I don't know if Angela talked about that one or did anything with that one. That one was considered a show cause arraignment pretrial.
And that's the incident date of November 14, 21. So that one might not be on your radar yet.
Okay, I guess I need to speak with Angela again.
Okay, yeah, let's try to take care of everything.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Angela, will you go back in, please? She looks like she froze. Oh, no, she didn't.
Heather, can I have Miss Cameron in a breakout room, please?
Sure.
And I do have that McFay case too. I forgot about that. That's I think he's on. I'll need to talk to him after that.
All
Mr.
right.
Bowditch, got anything ready?
I have 2 ready, Your Honor. I have Miss Tiggs and Miss Tinsley.
All right. Well, Tiggs comes before Tinsley in the alphabet, so let's start with Miss Tiggs.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Miss Tiggs. Your Honor, as far as the arraignment process, we would waive formal reading, stand mute. As far as the pretrial, Your Honor, we are requesting a final pretrial in this matter.
Final pretrial as in complainant must appear?
As in complainant must appear, Your Honor.
Thank you. You want to stick with that February 17th date?
If we could, Your Honor, yes.
We can. I've stacked you pretty heavy for 9:15, so let's go to 9:30 with this one.
All right.
Judge, you know we have nothing at 8:30. So to start doing them at 8:30 after this, please.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you.
Yep. Ms. Tiggs, you understand that? Don't have Ms. Tiggs. Did Ms. Tiggs get stuck in the breakout room?
Nope, I just looked for her. I do not see her.
All right. Do you have her phone number, Mr. Bowditch?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Could you provide it to the court and maybe you could call her and let her know what happened?
The number is 586-839-8347.
Thank you very much.
She knows about the adjournment, Your Honor. I gave her the assumed date, but I will call her and verify.
Okay, and we'll send her a notice.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, as to Ms. Tinsley's file, your appearance.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Ms. Tinsley. Your Honor, for purposes of arraignment, we would waive the formal reading and stand mute. As far as the pretrial, Your Honor, we do have a plea agreement in which Ms. Tinsley would plead guilty to violation of a checkpoint area with the understanding the matter would be taken under advisement for a period of 90 days, 3 months, and be considered for dismissal if there were no further issues.
All right, Ms. Tinsley, you understand the possible penalty for the charge?
Yes, sir.
You've discussed your rights and options with Mr. Bowditch, correct?
Yes, sir.
You understand those rights and options?
Yes, sir.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty to the charge freely and voluntarily today?
Yes, sir.
All right, on November 27, 2021, did you find yourself at a prohibited area of Metro Airport with a weapon.
Yes, sir.
And what was your weapon?
Mace gun.
Mr. Bowditch, satisfied?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Thank you. So am I. I'll accept your plea, Ms. Tinsley. Ms. Tinsley, we're showing your address on 4 Pine Place. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Could you provide a phone number, please?
678-876-9711.
Great phone number.
Thank you.
Anything you want me to consider before I set the terms of your sentence, ma'am?
No, sir, but I would never have done it. I did not know it was in my purse, is all I can tell you. Not realize it.
Yeah, believe it or not, it's not unusual. You know, you women pack a lot of stuff in those purses. Sometimes you don't know what's in there.
Yes, sir.
All right. Anything else, ma'am?
No, sir.
All right. I'm going to go along with the prosecutor. I'm going to delay sentence for 3 months. During that time period, stay out of trouble. No new criminal charges. You're not going to move within 3 months, are you?
No, sir.
Okay. Your court costs are assessed in the amount of $400. Court costs are due within 5 days of being assessed. If you cannot make that happen, check out our website, go to our Contact Us tab, and you'll see some other options there. Do you have any questions from me or Mr. Bowditch before I terminate the meeting?
So I need to pay within 5 days of today?
Right. And if you can't do that, then go to our website and you'll see some other options there under
Yes,
Contact
sir.
Us.
Yes, sir. So I just go
All right.
to the website and pay on the website?
You can pay online. If you pay online, it's going to cost you extra money because there's a third-party vendor fee. Probably cost you an extra 40 or 50 bucks at least.
So how would I pay? Mail it?
Go to our Contact Us tab on the website and you'll see your options.
Yes, sir.
Good luck. If you have any problems, contact Mr. Bowditch. That's what he's for.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy your day. Mr. Bowditch, do you have anything else ready?
Nothing, Your Honor. Waiting
Mr.
for my next
Bitar?
one.
Judge, we could do a plea on Sierra Cameron, and then I can talk to McFay after that if you'd like.
All right, tell me all about it. The plea.
Daniel Bitar on behalf of Sierra Cameron, Your Honor. I've talked to the prosecutor. My client is going to plead guilty to disorderly person. It will be under 771.1 for 6 months.
6 months?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Cameron, you understand the possible penalty for the added charge?
I do. Yes, Your
Understand your
Honor.
rights and options after discussing those with counsel.
Yes, Your Honor.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily to the added charge of disorderly person?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Bitar, would you like to do the voir dire for me? Incident date September 27, 21.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Cameron, on that date and time, were you located in Van Buren Township?
Yes.
And did you act in a disorderly fashion which caused the police to be called to the dollar store?
Yes.
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
So am I. I'll accept the plea to the added charge, dismiss the original. Ms. Cameron, I'm showing you on Ash Drive, correct?
Yes.
Phone number, please.
734-945-2493.
2493.
Yes.
All right. Looks like you got scrubs on. Are you working today? Or is that a t-shirt?
No, it's just I made it.
Do you work?
I do. I actually lost my job this week. My
All right,
babysitter.
where were you working at?
I was working at Jack Products in Saline.
Okay. How long had you been there?
I have been there just actually only a few months.
Okay. All right. Anything else you want me to consider?
No, that's about it.
All right. I'm going to go along with the prosecutor. I'll do a 6-month delayed sentence. Stay out of trouble. No new criminal charges. If you move within the next 6 months, make sure you provide your new address to us. If we think there's been a problem, we'll send you a notice so you can explain what happened. If you don't get the notice, we don't get your explanation, then this charge stays on your record.
Okay.
All right.
Your Honor,
Cost assessment. Go ahead, Ms. Marino.
Your Honor, the people would ask that during that 6-month period that Ms. Cameron not have any contact with the victim in this matter, Ms. Robinson.
No objection, Your Honor.
Sorry, the name is
Chelsea Robinson.
Chelsea, like the community?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Ms. Cameron, no contact means no contact at all. So no phone calls, no letters, no social media contacts. Don't have your friends check on her. You see her at Taco Bell, you eat burgers for lunch. She does not exist for the next 6 months. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Your court costs are assessed in the amount of $400. Court costs are due within 5 days of assessment. If you cannot make that happen, go to our website, check out the Contact Us tab, and you'll see other options.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome very much. Any questions for myself or Mr. Bitar?
No, thank you. Have a good day.
You as well, ma'am.
Thank you.
Dan, you
Thank
need
you,
to
Your
break out with Mr. McKay now?
Yes.
Can you go back in that same room, Dan?
Number
Please.
5.
Yep, that's good.
Okay.
All right. Do we think we're ready on Mr. Smith's files?
Absolutely.
All right. So we're going to add 2 charges into one of my columns. Where are we going with them?
Your Honor, the 2 charges, and Mr. Smith is going to plead to interfering, and the second charge will be dismissed.
All right. So he's going to plead to 2 counts of DWLS, 1 count of disorderly conduct, 1 count of interfering, and we're going to dismiss 2 counts of DWLS, 1 misuse of phone, 2 counts of misuse of phone. Did I get that?
Yes. Yes.
All right. Mr. Smith, are you with me? You can hear me? You're muted.
Oh, yes, sir. I'm sorry about that. Yes, sir.
No problem. You've discussed with Mr. Upshaw your rights and options.
Yes, sir.
You understand those rights and options?
Yes, sir.
All right. You've discussed with Mr. Upshaw the plea agreement that he just discussed with me.
Yes.
And you understand the possible penalty for the charges that you're about to plead guilty to?
Yes, sir.
Understanding all of that, are you making these guilty pleas freely and voluntarily today, sir?
Yes.
All right. Ms. Manarino, Mr. Upshaw, I'm assuming you don't care which DWLs I take a plea and which ones I dismiss. Is there any preference on those?
No.
Oh, yeah.
preference.
All right. I'm just going to do it the way I think it's going to make it easiest for the clerk, son. All right. So let's start with no particular order here, Mr. Smith, but I've got a February 17, 21 drove while license suspended, revoked, or denied charge. Were you driving a vehicle in Van Buren Township on that date?
What was the date again?
February 17, 2021.
Your Honor, he might can't remember the exact date, but we'll stipulate that there was a ticket written to him on that date.
Okay, and if this might help you too, Mr. Smith, this was issued at Belleville Road near 94 Service Drive. You were driving a white Charger and it was 12:53 a.m., so just after midnight. Were you driving a vehicle on that date in Van Buren?
I honestly, sir, I don't want to give you no right or wrong answer because there's been a lot of times where I was really in the passenger seat because I knew I
Put
couldn't.
Mr. Upshaw and Mr. Smith back in a breakout room. I don't have time for this. Mr. Bowden, you got
Arian.
one ready?
Sorry.
That's all right, go ahead.
We have Arian Brooks and she is, or they are connected now.
Yeah.
9 a.m. and it's probably up on your counter. Oh, you found it. Okay.
Yeah, I got it. Thanks. Got to find it on the list.
9 a.m.
Yep. All right, so I've got an incident date of August 19, 2021. The charge is assault and battery. Possible penalty for that is up to 93 days in jail, up to $500 fines plus court costs. Mr. Brooks, you understand that?
Yes.
What I didn't do is find this on the list. Is there an offer on this one, Ms. Manarino?
Your Honor, for Mr. Brooks, the offer is 771 for 12 months and no contact with the complainants.
Thank you. I just found that. So, Mr. Brooks, if you plead guilty to this charge, the prosecutor.
I'm not pleading guilty.
Mr. Brooks,
Yes, sir. I'm not pleading guilty.
don't interrupt me again.
I apologize, sir.
Are you prepared to go forward today without an attorney, or would you like to speak to an attorney?
Yes, sir. I'll be glad to speak with an attorney.
Mr. Bowditch, meet Mr. Brooks.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Go in
Yep.
that room, Jeff, please.
All apologies.
Mr. Upshaw, are you prepared to go forward with your client?
Yes, with our apologies.
All right, let's try it again. On February 17th, Mr. Smith, did you drive a vehicle in Van Buren Township while your license was suspended, revoked, or denied?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Thank you. I'll accept your plea on that file. On May 20, 2021. See if I can give you some
Yes.
information from this one. Looks like this one was on Van Buren Road or Belleville Road in Van Buren Township, approximately 4:30 p.m. Did you drive a vehicle in Van Buren at that date?
Yes, sir.
Was your license suspended, revoked, or denied at that time?
Yes, sir.
And at that point, did you do something that makes you feel that you were guilty of disorderly person?
Can you repeat that, sir?
On that date, at that location, did you do something that makes you think it made you guilty of disorderly person?
No, sir.
All right, Judge,
I'm done, Mr. Upshaw. I don't have time for this with today's docket.
have a good day, Your Honor. Set it for a trial date. Have a good day.
Thank you. Heather, you can contact Mr. Upshaw and pick a trial date with him for all those files.
All right.
Judge,
Next we
I'm
have
ready on Mr. McFay.
and
Let me catch up
Dan,
with my notes, Dan.
sorry,
Yes, sir.
what about Valentine? Are you going to be prepared to go forward with Valentine?
I need to talk to Mr. Valentine.
Okay, we'll wait till you're done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Sarge, let me make a call on your phone. Real quick. Damn, my lawyer. How you do? Oh, Chief Hat.
Mr. Bitar, I'm ready on McKay when you are.
Thank you, Your Honor. Daniel Batar on behalf of Zachary McFay. We'll waive a form reading. Stand mute, please.
And what are we doing?
Judge, could we have this up for a final pretrial in the future? We're asking that the complainant appear, and Ms. Manorino, I need a copy of the police report if you can have a discovery order prepared.
Yep, I can do that, no problem.
Thank you.
Dan, do you have anything coming up in February that you know of that we can put you on the same day?
Let's see.
Or you want me to just pick one?
It's staying with you, Judge?
It doesn't have to.
Oh,
So
okay. No,
if
just,
you got
why don't you throw a date at me?
How about 8:30 on the 17th of February?
I have Judge Martin's docket that day. I think it's the Belleville docket.
How about February 3rd?
That works.
8:30? Yep.
Yes, sir.
Stick with 8:30 then. Okay. And Mr. McKay, I've got your address on Bendix, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Let me have your phone number, please.
734
363-7669.
Thank you. All right. I'm gonna set a bond for Mr. McKay. Do we have to do a no contact on this one, Ms. Panarino?
Yes, please, Your Honor.
Complainant's name?
One second, Judge. I just blanked out.
I might have it here.
I just talked to him and I can't remember his name.
Vincent Waginka.
That's it, Judge.
All right, Mr. McKay, any reason to have any contact with Mr. Waginka while this case is pending?
No, sir.
All right, so no contact, no Facebook, no social media at all, no phone calls, no letters, don't send him Hallmark flowers, Hallmark cards or flowers. If you see him at Taco Bell, you're eating burgers. So he does not exist to you while this case is pending. Understood?
Understood, sir.
All right, I'm going to put you on a personal bond. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court in the amount of $1,000 if you violate bond?
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
No, sir.
You're all set. Enjoy your day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome, Mr. Batar.
And Judge, I'm sorry,
Are you
what-
ready on Brooks?
Ready on Brooks, Your Honor.
What's your pleasure?
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Brooks. For these proceedings alone, Your Honor, there is a companion case with Miss Tiggs in which I represent already Miss Tiggs. All we're asking for, though, with Mr. Brooks today is to set it for a final pretrial on that same day, February 17th, at 9:30, if we could, keep them together. And then I'm sure someone else will be representing Mr. Brooks on that day.
All right, when you say final pretrial, are we seeing if a complainant is going to show up, or you just want one more pretrial?
Yeah, see if the complainants will show up, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Brooks, February 17th, 9:30 work for you?
Yes, sir.
Bond is continued. Enjoy your day.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Heather, can I get that breakout room with Mr. Valentine, please?
You sure can. Go back into that room 5, please. I'm going to bring in Mr. Oh, I'm sorry.
What time was Valentine's scheduled so I can cross them off the list?
Valentine is at 10 a.m. Royce, Miss Drake had a COVID test that she needed to go to by 10:30.
Okay.
I told her to contact you if anything needs to be done.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I could waive her presence for the purposes of the motion, and then I can let her
Okay.
know how it goes.
And Judge, Mr. Nunley's ready on Bird. That was at 9:20. You should have the file up there. Jeff? Yep. Jeff, do you need to speak to Mr. Bielski?
Mr. Nunley, I'm ready on Bird.
We would just ask the court to set this matter for a bench trial.
Do you have the cases or are they up here?
Mr. Bird,
The
can you hear
murder
me?
cases, yes, thank you.
Mr. Bird, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
You want to set this for a bench trial?
Yes, sir.
All right, that means you're waiving your constitutional right to a jury trial, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Heather, what do you want to do for a trial date?
It can be any of those days, Judge, because we have them available at maybe 11:20.
Yep. Royce, are you here on February 3rd or February 17th for something else? We'll put you on the same day.
February 17th, I have some matters in front of you.
11 o'clock, that work for you, Mr. Bird?
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll see you then. That's live.
You want to,
That
are
will
we
be-
doing,
that's live.
I didn't hear you. Is it live or is it Zoom?
Live.
Live, okay,
Bench trial's live. Yep.
got it.
I'm sorry.
Good
And
with
what
that,
was the
Mr.
date
Bird?
again? What was the date
November-
again?
February 17, 11 a.m.
Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Any questions for Mr. Nunley before I terminate the meeting?
No, sir.
Have a nice day. Are you ready on Valentine, Mr. Batar?
I am, Your Honor.
What are we doing?
Daniel Batar on behalf of Mr. Valentine. Mr. Valentine just informed me he wants to retain an attorney. I believe he's reached out to Randall Upshaw, Judge. So I'm asking the court to set this for another pretrial in the future, and I'm moving to withdraw.
Mr. Valentine, I'll give you a February date.
That's fine.
How about February 3?
Is that 30? Can I have a little over 30 days, please?
Yeah, I can give you February 17th if that helps you out.
That's fine. Thank you.
This will be at 8:30 in the morning.
Okay.
And your
8:30,
bond is
February
continued.
17th. Okay, thanks. February
Thank you, Your
17th.
Honor.
You're welcome. You're
Heather, do you have anything else on here today for me?
I do not, Dan. Oh,
Okay.
nope. You're good.
All right, everyone have a good day. I'll see you next time. I'm going to go do an
You
arraignment
too.
with with Magistrate Hinman.
Bye, Dan. Thank you.
Thanks, Dan.
Happy New Year, Dan.
Happy New Year, everyone.
I brought
Royce,
him.
I think the only thing go ahead, Heather.
Nope, you're good, Judge.
Royce, I think the only thing we still got you for is Drake, correct?
Correct.
All right, let's have appearances from you two on Drake, please, Ms. Manarino.
Angela Manarino on behalf of the people.
Royce Nunley appearing on behalf of the defendant.
All right, and I did have a chance to look at the people's response. Thank you for well-written briefs, people. You guys want to hit your high points, or you want me to just start with the questions?
Just start with the questions is fine with me.
Ms. Manarino?
That's fine, Judge.
Okay, so page 6 on Ms. Manarino's brief, Mr. Nunley, if she's right on her case law, you're dead in the water.
Let me get to
She
page-
says we don't start counting until there's an arraignment, and your arraignment on this file was 35 days before your motion.
No, that's not true, Your Honor. It doesn't go from arraignment.
I figured you would disagree. That's why I wanted to start with that.
Yeah, and I believe that I address when the clock starts running in this brief. I mean, you know, I've submitted several of these motions and the briefs get adjusted accordingly. So I can just open it up.
And I be honest with you, I did not reread your brief this morning because of time. But if you want to point me to a specific portion of your brief, I'll be happy to look at it now.
Yep. Opening it right now.
Judge, I'm going to take a 2-minute break. I will be right back while you
Sure.
guys are doing this.
Sure.
Okay, so I mean, there's several cases that address it. The ones that I specifically have in here, if you want to go to page 5 of the brief. So the Supreme Court Doggett versus United States provides that when a defendant is pursued with reasonable diligence, the speedy trial claim fails. If, however, the state's pursuit was intentionally dilatory, these bad faith tactics weigh heavily in their favor. Also, just the main case on the speedy trial issue, Barker v. Wingo, provides explicitly that a defendant has no obligation to bring themselves to trial, that the prosecuting authority, they bear that burden to bring somebody to trial. So if the prosecution's argument was,
I think that's a different argument, though.
well, I mean, if the prosecution's argument is right, then a prosecuting authority can sit on their hands for 45 years. And they can have coffee with the defendant, they can arrest them on other charges, whatever. But then when they decide to move forward with the charges and bring them in on arraignment, then the speedy trial clock doesn't start running. That argument just doesn't seem to hold much logic. And I know that there are cases that are specifically on point from when the clock starts running. I don't want to waste the court's time. I'm just kind of perusing through this. So it may not be in this one, but I'd be happy to submit a supplemental, case for you.
Well, let's look at it the other way. Ms. Manarino, do you have any specific case law that says it starts with the arraignment?
Your Honor, just the Williams case that says that it runs from the arrest, and she wasn't arrested on the date the citation was originally issued, because at that time the officer didn't know that she had used her sister's name. That wasn't discovered until later down the road when we were alerted by another law enforcement agency.
All right, but for other purposes, we take an arrest. We have other things that in the process that start at the arrest or when there's an appearance ticket issued. Would you agree?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. There was an appearance ticket issued on Ms. Drake's file, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, but you don't think that same analogy should apply to a speedy trial analysis?
Well, not when in this case, Ms. Drake was evading coming to court on the case.
So I would argue that point. I mean, there's clear proof she wasn't evading anything. She sent a letter to the court saying, "Hey, could I plea by mail, please?" And then the court's register of actions indicate that letter was forwarded to the prosecuting authority. And the thing is, like in Ms. Manarito's reply to the motion, I didn't see one single affirmative action that the police or anybody took to bring her in on the charges. They never said, "Oh, we went to her house, we sent her a letter," whatever. I mean, she was in jail. She was on probation for a year out of Washtenaw. She alleges she had at least 2 traffic stops. I don't have access to her driving record, obviously, but she alleges that she was stopped at least twice. I mean, they had every opportunity in the world where they could have said, "All right, let's take care of this," especially when she was incarcerated or on probation.
Your Honor, as to the incarceration, I did attempt to resolve the case. At that point, I responded to the plea by mail. The court subsequently denied it because she'd been released from custody. I don't have much control over that portion of it. She was released from jail before the paperwork got back to her. She was directed by the court to appear for an arraignment and never appeared. As to the probation in Washtenaw, I didn't know about that until I received Mr. Nunley's brief. That's not something the police department would have been notified of, that she was a probation in another county. And finally, as to the traffic stops, I have no information on if she was identified during those traffic stops, if there was any contact made to advise her of those warrants. I don't know what happened, if those were up in, the UP or far away where, it wouldn't have been feasible for Van Buren to retrieve her if they were in fact notified. We just don't have any of that information to know that happened. Typically on warrants, if they're not, in the jurisdiction, they're advised and released on those warrants.
And I would respond to that the Constitution doesn't say anything about how the prosecution has the duty to bring somebody to trial unless it's inconvenient, right? It doesn't matter whether she was arrested in Van Buren or whether she was arrested in the Upper Peninsula. My client has a constitutional right, and the prosecution has an affirmative duty provided by the Supreme Court of the United States to bring somebody in a timely fashion on their charge and to prosecute their case. So the argument about where she was or how inconvenient it was, that doesn't hold any water. They have a duty, and whether she's in the UP or whether she's next door, they have an obligation to move these things along.
I agree. All right, anything else?
Nothing further.
Not from the people, Your
Ms.
Honor.
Manarino? All right,
Yes, Judge.
Motion's granted.
Thank you, Judge. I think that's it for me. I got to
Mr.
jump
Nunley,
back.
you won. You do the order.
Yes, sir. I got to jump back in with Judge Martin. Happy New Year, guys. I'll see you later.
Thanks, Royce.
Bye.
Happy New Year, Royce.
Hey, Royce, if you don't get that, never mind.
He's too quick.
I know. I just wanted to make sure that if he doesn't get the discovery right away, he lets me know, but I'll shoot him an email.
Thank you.
Because he was waiting on me. I was waiting on him.
We lost Heather for a minute. Mr. Bowditch, are you ready on anything?
Your Honor, yes, I'm Brandon Bielski.
Which time? At what time was Mr. Bielski scheduled so I can scratch him off a list?
9:30.
Got him. I found him. Thank you. All right. What are we doing for Mr. Bielski's file today?
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Bielski. I believe he's already been arraigned, Your Honor. On this matter, Your Honor, Mr. Bielski is facing felony charges. I'm not sure if it's related to this or not, but I'm not comfortable going forward. He was supposed to have a preliminary examination yesterday. He missed it because of personal matters. It's been rescheduled. I'm not sure when, but I'd like to adjourn this and find out what happens with the felony.
Right. That's a possession of meth file. Just so you know what the charge is, Mr. Bowditch.
Did you hear that, Mr. Bielski?
Is
Yes.
that a Van Buren case, Your Honor?
I don't know.
Okay, not a
I
problem.
think so.
I don't have that in front of me.
That one said
Do we
It
know when
is
that got
Angela.
rescheduled for?
Okay, thanks, Heather.
Michigan.
Heather, do we know
It
when
was-
that's rescheduled?
It was not rescheduled, Judge. He failed to appear, so it's going to warrants. So, I mean, if,
So
while we have them, we
let's
can,
talk, let's talk about why you didn't show up yesterday, Mr. Bielski.
Yes. Oh,
Why did you not show up yesterday?
At home, I watched three children. Well, usually one child, but I had three children because of two of them were sick. Well, were sick, and they had to get COVID tests in order to go back to school. Yesterday, we had one of them. I had an appointment with one of them to, get tested to go back to school. Today, two of them are back to school. I just have the baby today.
And you had no other options but to blow off a court date on a felony file.
Oh, I also thought it was a remote meeting. I had no idea that it was a in-person meeting.
You had no idea other than the fact that it was set that way the last time you were in court and the notice said it was live. Other than those, you mean?
I guess I was just looking at this and seeing that it was remote. Every single other thing I had was remote before that. So I don't know. I guess I just assumed. I don't know.
Okay. Well, there was a bench warrant issued yesterday and I'm not changing that.
Okay.
I don't know when it's
Mr.
gonna be
Bielski, you need to
rescheduled, so
contact your attorney.
on this
Okay.
one, I'm gonna set it out for February 17th because that seems to be Bowditch Day,
Thank you, Your Honor.
8:30. Bond is continued on the misdemeanor file.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Bielski, contact your attorney right away on that felony.
Okay.
There's a warrant out there. You need to take care of that.
Mr. Adams, you were waiting to speak to the court-appointed attorney, correct? That's what I thought. Okay, Jeff, can you please go in? And this is Mr. Adams, scheduled at 9:40. Judge, I
you.
brought in Mr. Friedman, who is on Rosen, Rosen, and his client is there with him.
Time?
Time is 10 a.m.
Thank you. Good morning, counsel. Your appearance.
Good morning, Your Honor. Bradley Friedman on behalf of Justin Rosen. He's here with me in my office, sitting across from me at my desk. I'd like the opportunity to speak with Mr. Mena in a breakout room if I could.
Sure.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. And Happy New Year.
I'm just going to start going in order, bringing these people in. Anna Clara Sutherland. I'm going to look to see where she's at on the docket because I don't know. Um, 10:20. James, are you there? I think he froze.
Good morning, Ms. Sutherland.
Morning.
Ms. Sutherland, I've got a file from November 24, 2021. The charge is possession of a firearm in a prohibited area at Metro Airport. This charge carries a possible penalty of up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
For your honor.
And the prosecutor has made an offer on this file. If you plead guilty, the prosecutor has asked me to take it under a 3-month delayed sentence. During that 3 months, you stay out of trouble, no new criminal charges. You'll be ordered to pay some court costs. If you comply with those orders, then at the end of 3 months, the charge would be dismissed. And at that point, you could request the return of the weapon. You understand all that?
Yes, your honor.
Are you prepared to go forward today without an attorney, or would you like to speak to a court-appointed attorney?
I have the attorney, Sharon Gurr or something. I have one.
Okay, Sharon Greer is not available today.
All right.
That was one of our court-appointed attorneys. If you want to speak to the court-appointed attorney that's assigned today, we can do that. It's just not going to be Sharon.
All right. Then yes, please.
Okay.
I would like a court-appointed attorney.
He's in a breakout room with somebody else. As soon as he's available, we'll let him talk to you.
All right. Thank you.
Chelsea Robinson, what time were you at?
Sorry,
What time was your hearing?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock, thank you. Are you in the right, your name is Chelsea Robinson? You're not using somebody else's phone?
Nope, that's me.
All right,
I don't have
let's
a
see.
file.
I don't either. Chelsea, what do you think you're here for?
I'm a witness.
On what case?
Sierra Cameron.
That was already handled. Are you the victim or?
Yes, I am.
She already pled to that, considered no contact on that case, so you should be having no more contact with her. All right?
Okay, well, okay, what was the terms?
6 months under advisement and no contact with you.
What does under advisement mean?
That if she gets in trouble, it'll go on her record. She just needs to not contact you for 6 months.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hey, Heather,
Yes, Judge.
2 things to make a note of. My
Okay.
delayed sentence stamp needs to be re-inked, and I need another highlighter out here.
And I think your year on your stamp is incorrect.
Oh, you know what? It probably is. I never changed it. I don't think. Yeah, it's still 21. Yep, got it right now.
All right, Judge, on the screen, I brought in Mr. Jared Cox, who is at 1010. And Eric Burton, but he is not connected to audio, and he was at 950.
Who was the 950? I'm sorry.
The first one was Jared Cox, COX.
Yeah, he's 1010.
Yep, and then
And we had
Eric
somebody
Burton.
Burton.
Yeah. Mr. Bowditch, are you ready to go forward on who did you have?
I had Mr. Adams, and we're ready.
Mr. Adams.
Yes. Mr. Adams, I've scheduled at 9:40.
Yep,
Yes.
I got it. What are we doing?
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Adams. Your Honor, there is a companion case with a gentleman named Mr. McFay, who was spoken to earlier and scheduled for a final pretrial. We'd like that same date and time if appropriate.
February 3rd, 8:30, Judge.
Thank you. Waive formal reading, stand mute, Mr. Bowditch.
Waive formal reading, stand mute, Your Honor. I apologize.
Thank you. Mr. Adams, your Elm Street address correct?
Yes, sir.
And how about a phone number for you?
734-395-1794.
All right, I'm gonna put you on a personal bond, 2 conditions, no contact with Mr. Waginka and cooperate with Mr. Bowditch so we can accomplish something on February 3rd. Is there any reason for you to have contact with Mr. Waginka?
I do not.
All right, so that means no phone calls, no letters, no Hallmark cards or flowers, no social media contacts. You see him at Taco Bell, you're eating Burger King. Understood?
Yes, sir. It does.
Raise your right hand for me. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court amount of $1,000 if you violate bond?
I do.
All right, you can put your hand down. We're also
Yes, sir.
showing that you're in warrant status on 2 files. Looks like a Sumter case, no license or multiple licenses, and a 2018 Drova license suspended, revoked, or denied charge.
Okay.
You might want to get those taken care of before it's inconvenient when you get stopped on the side of the road.
Yes, sir.
Any questions for Mr. Bowditch before I remove you from the meeting?
No, sir.
You're all set.
You have my
Are we
number,
ready on
Mr. Adams.
Rose?
Call me if you want to.
What was that, Judge? Sorry.
I'm trying to find out if we're ready on Rosen.
We're ready on Rosen, Judge.
What's your pleasure, Mr. Friedman?
My client's going to enter a plea as charged, Judge, and I spoke to Mr. Mena. He has no objection to an immediate sentence.
And was there a delayed sentence agreement?
There was not.
All right, so it's straight up plea.
It's a straight up plea.
Thank you. Mr. Rosen, you understand the possible penalty for this charge?
He's coming around, Judge. Yes, Your Honor. Shut up.
And you've discussed your rights and options with your attorney. You understand those?
Yes, Your Honor.
Understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily to this charge?
Your Honor.
On June 28, 21, were you at Metro Airport?
Yes.
And did you have something there that you should not have had?
Yes.
What was that?
Marijuana.
Satisfied, Mr. Rosen, or Mr. Friedman?
I am, Judge.
So am I. Mr. Rosen, I've got you on Lakeshire, is that correct?
Yes.
Phone number 22805, or excuse me, 0655.
Correct.
Are you working?
Yes.
Where at? How long?
I've been doing jewelry and clothing design for about 1.5 years now.
All right, I missed that. You've been doing something. I heard clothing, but I didn't hear the rest.
Jewelry and clothing design, Your Honor.
Oh, thank you. Design, sales, what are you doing?
Sales and design, yes.
Okay. Anything else I should know, Mr. Friedman?
Your Honor, just that my client was contrite with me about this. He made a bonehead decision. He owned up to it right away. I'd ask the court to issue him a fine and I'm asking the court to not put him on a probationary term.
Yeah, I'm not thinking probation. All right. Anything else from you, Mr. Rosen?
No, that's it.
All right. Fines and court costs total $750. Fines and costs are due within 5 days of assessment. If you cannot make that happen, go to our website, check us out under the Contact Us tab, and there's some other options available there. Any questions, gentlemen?
Judge, you can't give him a little bit of more time on the record right now to pay?
Nope. I'm not saying he can't have more time. I'm just saying our policy now is we tell them it's due within 5, they got to contact us through the website.
And the fine's $750?
$750 is the total. We're trying to streamline things for our clerks, Mr. Friedman.
I understand that, Judge. I appreciate that.
Yep. Yep. I'm not saying the option's not there. I'm just saying it's not there today.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you very much, Judge.
Mr. Cox, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Excellent. I've got a file for November 25, 2021. The charge is abandoning personal property, which is a misdemeanor, carries a possible penalty of up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand the charge and the possible penalty?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I've got a plea offer in the file from Mr. Mena, who prosecutes for the airport authority. If you plead guilty to the charge, it will be under a delayed sentence for 3 months. During that time period, you stay out of trouble, no new criminal charges, pay whatever court costs are assessed. And at the end of 3 months, the charge is dismissed. It does not stay on your record as a permanent conviction. Do you understand the offer, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you prepared to go forward today without an attorney, or would you like to speak to our court-appointed attorney by Zoom?
I am prepared to go forward, Your Honor.
Did I give you enough information to make a decision, sir?
I believe so. The way I understand it, there's no permanent record from this and no fine beyond the court costs.
Not completely true. So there's a record. So for example, if you apply for a job in 10 years, the FBI is doing a background check on you, it's going to be obvious to them that you had a charge that came up in November 25, 21. And by the way the record will show at that point, it'll be obvious to anybody in the system that it was some kind of a delayed sentence. You did what you were supposed to and it got cleaned up. But it'll always show on a law enforcement check. Mr. Mena, would you agree with me on that?
I do, Your Honor.
Yeah. But if after 4 months you go to apply for a job and they say, do you have any convictions? You can say no, because at that point, providing you do everything you're supposed to, it won't be a conviction on your record. We will have dismissed it by that point. It's still going to show up for law enforcement checks, but it's not a conviction. It's a record of what we did, if that makes sense.
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor. At risk of wasting your time, what magnitude will this?
You're not wasting my time, Mr. Cox. You're not wasting my time.
To what magnitude will this affect me going forward? Is, for example, applying for federal jobs, or will this keep me from?
I can't answer that question, Mr. Cox. What I can do is I'd be more than happy to give you an adjournment. I'm sure Mr. Mena will keep this offer on the table. So next time we meet, if you decide you want to take that offer, it'll still be there. But in the meantime, you can do some research, maybe talk to an attorney or whoever else you want to talk to, and find out if it's going to hurt you. Because we're not trying to hurt you in the future. We're just trying to close this file out. So I got no problem at all giving you some time to check that out before you make a decision.
You know what? I think I will just take the offer that's being placed before me, sir, Your Honor.
Okay. The other thing I will tell you is I've worked with Mr. Mena for a long time. I'm not planning on going anywhere in the near future, and I don't think Mr. Mena is. So, next year you apply for a job and you find out you got held up because of this, contact us and we'll try to do whatever we can to fix that.
I appreciate that, Your Honor.
All right. Understanding everything we've talked about, you're pleading guilty freely and voluntarily today?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Tell me what happened on that date at Metro Airport that makes you think you're guilty of this charge.
Well, I mean, I very clearly left my luggage under a chair while I went to get breakfast, which obviously it wasn't within it was far away from me, and it could have been perceived as a threat, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Mena, you satisfied?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
So am I. I'll accept your plea, sir. We're showing your address on Bartholomew Boulevard, which is a mouthful and a half.
It is. I'd actually like to change that. I'm home for a winter break right now, but my address at school would be much more convenient to deal with this.
Give it to me.
12826 South Regal Street, Traverse City, Michigan, 49684.
All right. I got the street address in the south, but I didn't get the name of the street.
Regal, Regal, is in the Buick model.
Yep. And that's Traverse City. What's the zip up there?
49684.
Thank you. How about a phone number, Mr. Cox?
502-802-0127.
You talk faster than I write. I got the 502-802. What's that?
0127.
All right. Where are you at school? Where are you going?
Great Lakes Maritime Academy.
Oh, no shit. What are you going to do?
I'm planning on working on research trips when I graduate. I'm in the DEC program right now.
Cool. I don't think I've ever talked to anybody that went to that school.
It's kind of a small school, but I really enjoy it.
I've heard about it. Yeah.
That's kind of why I was concerned about something coming up on a background check, because a lot of research ship jobs are federal or
I don't
state.
blame you. Yep. But seriously, hear what I told you. If you find out this hurts you in the future, reach out, because there are things that we can do retrospectively that might be able to help that.
I really appreciate that, Your
And
Honor.
I have done that with Mr. Mena. That's why I'm comfortable to say he's amenable to that.
All right. Thank you.
Okay? You're welcome.
Yes, sir.
Anything else
Yes,
you
Your
want me
Honor.
to know before I set the terms of sentence?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Well, good luck to you in school.
Thank
3
you very
months, stay out
much.
of trouble. You're welcome. No criminal offenses. Your court costs are assessed the amount of $300. That's due within 5 days. If you cannot make that happen, go to our website, check us out on the Contact Us tab, and there are some other options that show up.
Will I be paying by mail, or what would be the best way to pay
All up
this?
there. It's all up there. You can pay it online, but if you do, you'll pay some online vendor fees. If you just put a check in the money or check or money order in the mail, you should be fine.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Good luck.
Mr. Cox.
Yes, sir.
Will you be studying Nathaniel Bowditch's material on astronavigation?
Yes, sir. Next semester.
He's a relative. Good job.
Oh, really?
Yes,
No
sir.
kidding. That's really neat. Yeah, we're still using his stuff.
Absolutely. Navigation by the
How far back does that stuff go, Mr. Bowditch?
the late 1700s. The last smart
Unbelievable.
Bowditch there ever was.
I find that hard to believe. Also, I was wondering if I could have a brief extension on the paying by mail, because my checkbook's at school. I'll be back next week.
You can, but you have to go to our website to make it happen.
All right, understood.
Enjoy.
All right, thank you very much.
Study
You're
hard.
welcome very much. Mr. Bowditch, you got anything ready?
I believe I have Miss Sutherland ready, Your Honor.
What are we doing?
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Miss Sutherland. As far as the arraignment, Your Honor, we would waive formal reading, stand mute. Miss Sutherland wishes to plead guilty to the charge of violation of a checkpoint. It was a stun gun, with the understanding the matter would be taken under advisement for 3 months under 771.
Okay, Ms. Sutherland, you understand the possible penalty for this charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
You've discussed your rights and options with Mr. Bowditch. Do you understand all those?
Yes, Your Honor.
Understanding all of this, are you pleading guilty to the charge freely and voluntarily today?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so did you have a stun gun at Metro Airport at a prohibited area on November 24, 21?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm satisfied if you are, Mr. Bowditch.
Satisfied, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Sutherland, Brandon Street address, a good one?
Yes, Your Honor.
How about a phone number?
256-682-5944.
Gotcha, thank you.
Thank
Are
you.
you working?
Yes, Your Honor.
Where at? How long?
Puff Puff Tobacco for 2 to 3 months. 2 months, my bad.
Anything else you want me to consider before I set the terms of your sentence?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to delay sentence for 3 months. Stay out of trouble. Can you do that for 3 months?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is this address on Brandon Street a good one for at least that long?
Yes.
All right. Court costs are assessed the amount of $300. You heard what I told the other guy about 5 days or?
Yes, Your Honor.
Any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Enjoy your day, Ms. Sullivan.
Thank you, you too.
Next judge is Eric Burton at 9:50.
All right, Mr. Burton, good morning. You're muted.
We're good now?
Yep, you are good.
Okay.
I've got a file here from October 18, 21, charges defraud innkeeper. Possible penalty is up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
The prosecutor's made an offer on this file. If you plead guilty, it's taken under a delayed sentence for 3 months. You stay out of trouble, no new criminal charges, pay your court costs. In this case, pay restitution to standard plus parking. And at the end of the 3-month period, it would be dismissed. It would not stay on your record as a criminal conviction. Do you understand the offer? Looks like Mr. Burton froze.
Your Honor,
Yes.
this was not me. I'm currently in the process of getting a divorce. My ex has the vehicle, is in her possession. I have documents that show we were in agreement that she had the vehicle. I did not have possession of this vehicle. I was not in this vehicle when this happened. I have talked to her. She is took responsibility for it. She unfortunately couldn't join in with this Zoom call today, but she said that the court can contact her and she would admit to these charges. She had a boyfriend or somebody else that was driving the vehicle at the time of this happened.
Mr. Mena, that change anything on your end?
Yeah, Judge, what I would suggest is we just adjourn this. Let's get the $16 paid and then I'll dismiss it.
Can't beat that, Mr. Burton. We just need to get 16 bucks for the parking garage.
Okay, I can do that.
All right, so let's adjourn this until we can get that done. February 3rd should give you plenty of time.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
All right, let's call it 8:30 in the morning.
So just call back at 8:30.
Correct.
And what
we've
day
got
was
your
that
address
again?
on Rebellion Drive, and I've got a
Yes, I do.
287-8747 phone number. Is that all correct?
Yep, that's correct.
All right, any questions?
What was the date on that again?
The court date I just gave you was February 3rd, 8:30 in the morning.
February 3rd at 8:30. So use this same Zoom link.
Is that with us, Heather? I think it is.
Yes, it is, Judge.
Yeah, same Zoom link, Mr. Burton.
Okay, so as long as I pay this before our next visit, we'll be all good?
That's what Mr. Mena's telling me, yep.
Okay, and how would I go about paying this?
That I can't tell you.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Mena, any suggestions?
Judge, he would just contact standard parking and can make that payment.
Standard parking?
Correct.
Obviously get some kind of receipt.
Right. Standard parking through the Detroit Metro Airport?
Correct.
That's Detroit Metro. Yep.
Okay.
Let me see if I.
Good luck. You got any more information, Mr. Mena?
Yeah, I'm trying to get it right now, Judge. I was pulling up the report.
Mr. Burton, do you know how the chat function works on Zoom?
How, what works?
Chat function on Zoom works.
Not really.
Okay, here, go get a piece of paper and a pencil.
Yep, I got
when
one.
Mr. Mena's ready. When Mr. Mena's ready, he'll give you some information.
Yep. Judge, what I would tell him to do is contact investigator Randall, Randall, at area code 734-247-7270, and she will direct him on how he can make that payment.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Mena. Anything else, sir? Mr. Burton, anything else?
Nope, I'm all good.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Judge, we have Mr. Justin Puckett at 10:10.
Good morning, Mr. Puckett.
Good morning. How are you today?
Excellent. Mr. Puckett, I've got a file from August 23, 2020, misdemeanor charge of false pretenses. carries a possible penalty of up to 93 days in jail, up to $500 fines plus court cost. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Manarino, while I'm looking, is there an offer?
Yes, Your Honor. 771 for 6 months, and there's $693.67 in restitution.
693.
693.67.
Thank you. And that was 6 months, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Puckett, the offer from the prosecutor is, if you plead guilty, I would take it under a delayed sentence for 6 months. During that time period, you stay out of trouble, no new criminal offenses. You'd be ordered to pay a restitution amount of $693.67 and some court costs. As long as you stayed out of trouble and paid the money that was ordered, then at the end of the 6-month time frame, this would be dismissed. It would not stay on your record as a permanent criminal conviction. Do you understand the offer that's been presented?
Yes, but I decline, sir.
Okay. Do you want to go forward today without an attorney? Or would you like the advice of a court-appointed attorney who's available on Zoom?
I would like to proceed without one, sir.
All right. How do you want to proceed? You want to set it for trial?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You've got 2 options. You can do a jury trial or a bench trial. Do you understand the difference?
No, sir.
All right. With a jury, the jury will make factual decisions. I'll still make the legal decisions. With a bench
Yes, sir.
trial, I make all the decisions. The
Yes,
other thing
sir.
I can tell you is bench trials are quicker to schedule and they're quicker to hold just because there's not as many bodies involved. More people,
Okay.
just longer process.
Understand.
You understand the difference between the 2?
Yes, sir.
What one do you want to set?
I would like to do the bench trial.
All right, Heather, we already set one of these today, but I don't remember the date. I think we set it for February 3rd.
17th, Your Honor. That was on
17th?
Bird. Yeah.
Thank you. All right. Mr. Puckett, I see you're in Lansing. Can you be here for a live trial at 11 a.m. on February 17th?
Probably not, sir.
All right. What do you need some more time to get some clearance from work or what?
No, sir. I currently don't have transportation. I am currently attending the RISE program out here in Lansing.
Tell me more. I'm not familiar with it.
What the RISE program is that it's a recovery community-based program that offers former addicts housing, like sort of like a three-quarter house. We go to
How long have you
work.
been in the program?
I've been in the program about 2 months now.
Okay, so you're just getting started. How long have you been sober?
I've been sober for about 4 months now.
Good, good. What's your drug of choice?
My drug of choice was opiates, heroin.
Okay, all right. How long is the program?
The program, I mean, can go up to 2 years.
Good.
But that's after like the first 90 days. A person that's first coming into the program, they got like a 90-day grace period to where, they, to find a job,
Sure.
and things like that. We do pay rent here. We pay for food out of pocket, things like that.
Okay.
But would I be able to state today state my side of what happened back a couple years ago when this was first filed, as to what happened?
Let me stop you. Yes, That's
sir.
what a trial's for.
Okay.
If Miss Manarino wants to go into a breakout room with you and hear what you've got to say with the idea it might change her offer,
Okay.
I'm willing to do a breakout room.
All right.
And
Yeah.
we can probably do a bench trial with you staying where you're at. We can probably let you zoom in for a bench trial if Miss Manarino doesn't have any objections.
Okay. Yes,
Miss
sir.
Manarino?
Yeah, Judge, that's fine. I'll go into a breakout room, and if he wants to have the trial, I have no issue with doing it on Zoom.
Okay,
Okay.
so either one, Mr. Puckett, we'll put you in a breakout room. Maybe your information will change your position today. If not, we'll set it up for a bench trial where you're going to zoom in.
Okay. Yes, sir.
All right. And good luck in your program.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Angela, can you go back in that room? And I will put him in there.
Ms. Newton, are you connected? Ms. Newton, you are muted.
I am here. I'm trying to get the video. Okay. I think we're okay
All right,
now.
appreciate that. There you go.
How are you today, sir?
Better than I deserve. Good morning. Ms. Newton, I've got a file from November 24, 2021. The charge is possession of a firearm in a prohibited area at Metro Airport. That carries a possible penalty of up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Oh my. I was aware of a fine. I wasn't told how much. And no, I was not aware of the 93 days in jail. That is yikes.
You understand that now, though?
I understand now. Yes, sir.
Okay. The prosecutor has made an offer. The offer is, if you plead guilty, we take this under a 3-month delayed sentence. During that time period, you'd be ordered to stay out of trouble, no new criminal offenses. You'd be ordered to pay court costs. If you paid the court costs and stayed out of trouble, then at the end of 3 months, this would be dismissed, so it would not stay on your record as a criminal conviction. Do you understand the offer?
Okay. So if I plead guilty, I'll stay out of trouble, which I do anyway, and and I'll only have to pay court costs. Okay. And what are those court costs?
On this case, the court costs generally $500. I'm going to ask you a few questions that might change that.
Okay.
If I change it, it's not going to go up.
Great.
So you understand the offer?
Yes, sir.
All right. Are you prepared to go forward today without benefit of an attorney, or would you like to seek the advice of the court-appointed attorney that's available on Zoom?
I mean, I think I can go forward without it. I was going to plead no contest, but guilty is, I mean,
okay.
It was all a terrible mistake. Yeah. Will I get to explain what happened?
Absolutely. The difference between a guilty and a no contest is with a guilty, I have to hear certain facts from you so I can accept a guilty plea. With a no contest plea, you're literally saying, I'm not fighting the charge. If I can find a factual basis that supports a plea from somewhere other than you, then I go forward. Both cases lend to a sentencing. In this case, both cases are going to be a 3-month delayed sentence. Both cases are going to end up with court costs. So whether or not it's a guilty plea or a no contest plea doesn't change where we end up at the end. Does that make sense?
Gotcha. Yes.
Okay. Usually people don't want to plead. Usually people plead no contest for one of two reasons. Either number one, they have no memory of the event, so they can't tell me what happened from personal knowledge. Or if they're worried about civil liability, they don't want to admit guilt in a criminal proceeding.
Oh, gotcha.
It might be used against them in a civil case.
Understood.
Understood?
Yes.
So what do you want to do today, ma'am?
We're gonna go with guilty because I was completely wrong.
All right. On November 24, 2021, did you find yourself at the Metro Airport at a prohibited area?
I was in the security line. Yes, at a checkpoint. Yes.
And at that checkpoint, did you have in your possession something you should not have had there?
Yes, I did.
And was that a firearm?
No, it was a taser.
Taser. Those are getting real popular. All right. I will accept your plea. Now, confirming some information, we're showing you on John Anderson Court, correct address?
Yes.
How about a phone number, Miss Newton?
313-737-4675.
Thank you. And are you working?
I am working part-time.
Where at?
For Phenom Logistics. I do all their billing and stuff. It's a trucking company.
Okay. How long you been with the company?
About a year.
Okay.
Yeah, about a year.
All right. All right. Anything else you'd like me to consider before I set the terms?
Yes. So here's why I had it and where I messed up. I'm also a jewelry designer. I was going to Atlanta to spend Thanksgiving with my 2 children that are there, and they're grown, just crazy, but and I had a vendor event for Black Friday. So of course I do gemstone, genuine gemstone jewelry. I've had an instance where I was approached to be robbed at the end of the, at the end of the event. And that's why I started carrying, keeping something on me. Now, normally I keep it in the bag that goes on the plane, but just the day before I had a big order and I ended up selling out most of my stuff. So I was still going because I paid for the event already, but I downsized. So I was all distracted with, getting that package and dropped it off before I left, and left the taser in my purse. I've never in my life done anything like that at the airport. I travel regularly. I've never done it. And I was sick. I was ready to just throw up. Fortunately, I made my flight, but I did not even do the show. I was just completely discouraged. I was heartbroken that I had made that mistake. So that's my story. And I do apologize. And I apologize profusely to the officers and the people who had, the security who had to do all of it. Was just ridiculous. And I just feel so bad.
Well, I will say this, Ms. Newton, if you were as pleasant then as you are today, I'm sure no apologies are necessary to the police officers.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Officer Bruce was awesome. No, that's it.
Okay. All right, and Mr. Mena, did you catch that compliment for Officer Bruce?
I did, Your Honor. Thank you.
And you'll pass it along, hopefully, to his supervisors?
I certainly will.
Awesome. All right.
I
Ms.
appreciate
Newton,
it. Thank
I'm
you.
going to delay sentence for 3 months. Stay out of trouble for 3 months like you have been. Court costs are assessed the amount of $400. Court costs are assessed due within 5 days of the assessment. If you cannot make that happen, then go to our website. Just Google 34th District Court. Contact us tab, and there are some other options there if you need more time or something like that.
Okay, if I'm able to split it into 2, that'd be fantastic.
You can make arrangements online.
Beautiful. I appreciate you guys so much. And you do deserve to have a great day. Don't ever say that. I thank you.
No. I didn't say I didn't deserve a great day. I said I'm better than I deserve. I personally think that all of us are better than we deserve if we're honest.
That's very true.
Have a great day.
I must agree with that. You too, sir. Thank you.
All right. Are we ready on Mr. Puckett's file?
Yes, Your Honor. Angela Manring on behalf of the people. Your Honor, I've had the opportunity to discuss this matter with Mr. Puckett. At this time, I think it makes the most sense, instead of just proceeding to trial, for us to adjourn this. There's some folks I need to speak to, do a little bit more digging on this. So we're requesting a brief adjournment to accomplish that.
Okay. All right. So we're going to stick with that February 17th, 11 a.m. court date, Mr. Puckett. You'll be zooming in the same Zoom number you used for today. Understood? You're muted. You're muted.
Yes, sir. I understand.
Okay. Any questions?
No, sir.
All right. Keep working the program. Good luck.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Judge and Alicia Shaves. Sorry if I said it wrong.
Hi. Hello, Annalicia Chavez.
Thank you.
What time were you scheduled, Ms. Chavez?
8:50.
Oh, okay. I gotta find you.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Where you been?
I'm on the West Coast. I completely forgot the time.
All right. You didn't want to get up at 5 o'clock for us?
Sorry, my alarm went off and I had it messed up. I'm like, oh no, I'm so sorry. Okay.
All right. We'll make it work. Let me find your file.
We lost Angela.
I'm sure she'll be back.
You know, Heather, I
Ms.
was
Chavez,
disconnected
I got a file
twice.
here from August 15, 2021. The charge is checkpoint violation at the airport. Possible penalty is up to $500 fine plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The prosecutor has made an offer on your file. If you plead guilty to this charge, it will be taken under a 3-month delayed sentence. If you stay out of trouble for 3 months and pay your court costs as ordered, then at the end of 3 months, it would be dismissed. It would not stay on your record as a permanent criminal conviction. Do you understand the offer?
Yes, sir.
Are you prepared today to go forward without an attorney, or would you like to speak to a court-appointed attorney?
I can go forward without an attorney.
And what would you like to do?
I'm just gonna, so it gets taken off as long as I pay the fine. Stay out of trouble. It gets taken off, right? It gets dismissed.
Yeah, after a successful 3-month delayed sentence, then it would be, the conviction would be dismissed.
Okay. Then, yeah. I'll do that.
That's what you want to do?
Yes.
All right. On August 15, 2021, were you at a checkpoint at Metro Airport?
I was, yes.
And did you have something there that you should not have had at that location?
Yes. What it does it say what I had? It's not a firearm, right?
No, and that's just the way the heading of the ordinance reads. So that's what's on my file. I always read that. It's basically prohibited weapon. In your case,
Okay.
It looks like, according to the information I got, it looks like it was a baton.
Right. Yeah, it was like a little mini baton.
All right. Yeah, I can accept your plea. Understand that as part of this deal, the baton does not come back to you. That's going to be destroyed.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. So I'm going to confirm some information. I've got you on Wilshire Boulevard, correct?
Yes, sir.
Can I have a phone number for you?
Yep. 401-239-8932.
8932. Thank you. All right. Are you working?
I am, yes.
Where do you work? How long you been there?
Well, I model. I'm signed to an agency. I've been with them for the past 5 years now, Wilhelmina Agency.
Good. Good. You making your bills?
Yes. Thank God.
Good. Good. Probably doing a little traveling?
Yeah, that's why I was in town. I had there.
All right. Anything else you want me to consider before I set the terms of your sentence?
No, that's all.
I'll delay sentence for 3 months. During that time period, you stay out of trouble, no new charges. The address on Wilshire, is that good for at least 3 months?
Yep.
Okay. Court costs are assessed the amount of $400. Those costs are due 5 days, within 5 days of being assessed. If you cannot make that happen, then go to our website, just Google 34th District Court. Check out the Contact Us tab, and there are some other options available online.
Okay, so that's up to me. Will I get a letter in the mail saying when I have to pay it?
You will not.
Oh,
You get
okay.
you get me telling you that with my melodious voice. That's all you get.
Okay, so online and pay it then. Okay.
Yep, you can go online and check out the options.
Okay, cool. All right, thank you.
Any questions?
Nope, all set.
Enjoy your day. Good morning, Mr. Olson.
Good morning.
Mr. Olson, I've got 3 files
Yes.
from November 30, 2021. Fail to obey
Yeah.
operator of aircraft, fail to obey operator or police officer, and disorderly person. Each one of these are misdemeanors. I should say, each of these is a misdemeanor. Each one is punishable by up to $500 fines plus court costs. Each one up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
The prosecutor has made an offer on this file. If you plead guilty to the disorderly person charge or the disorderly conduct charge, then the other 2 charges would be dismissed. Do you understand the offer that's been made?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you prepared to go forward today without an attorney, or would you like to speak to a court-appointed attorney by Zoom?
I'm able to go without one.
What do you want to do, sir?
I will take the offer that was given.
All right, tell me what happened on that date at Metro Airport that makes you think you're guilty of disorderly person charge.
So I had been traveling all night, and it was one of those, have a couple drinks, let loose, and I went a little too hard, and it was my fault. I should have had more control over the alcohol I consumed that day. And I just let everything, the surroundings, being a new area, alone, away from my family, get to me. So I definitely take full responsibility for my actions that day.
All right, so what was disorderly? I mean, did you get into a shouting match with somebody? What was disorderly?
Oh, I was definitely disorderly to everybody around me, because when I hit that certain threshold of that level of intoxication, I know how I am. So I definitely disrupted people around me.
All right, Mr. Mena, you satisfied?
I'm satisfied, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to dismiss the other two charges, Mr. Olson. I'm showing your address on State Road, correct?
Yes.
570240 phone number.
Yep.
All right, I have the information I need. Now, anything you want me to consider before I sentence you?
No, Your Honor, I think I got it all out there.
All right, are you working? And if so, where at?
No, I'm currently actually technically disabled. I have 17 screws and 3 plates on my foot. And I go in for revision surgery.
Sounds like you crushed your foot.
Actually, I snapped it in half in a groundhog hole.
Seriously, you must have been moving fast.
Actually, it was at a bonfire, yeah. I was running to the fire.
Good thing you didn't fall into the fire. I've seen that happen.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Anything else, sir?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Fines and costs on the file, $500. That is due within 5 days. If you can't make that happen, check us out on our website, 34th District Court. Just Google us, contact us tab. We'll give you some other options.
Okay.
Questions?
No, Your Honor.
Enjoy your day. Good
Thank
luck with
you.
your foot. You're welcome.
Judge, for some reason, it looks like Angela said that it looks like I kicked her out. Jeff says that I've kicked him out before. So hopefully we're not losing people with whatever's happening with Zoom.
Yeah.
Your Honor, I didn't think you kicked me out, Heather. I was just disconnected.
Oh, okay.
Said that I was removed by the host, so I thought we were done. I was gonna call you in a minute, Heather, to find out what happened, but you called me first, so.
Mine just said it was disconnected.
Mr. Rigdon, Judge, at 10:10 or
Mr. Rigdon,
10:40.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Mr. Rigdon, I've got a file here from December 1/21. The charge is possession of a weapon at a prohibited area at the airport. Possible
Yes,
penalty
sir.
for that charge is up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The prosecutor has made an offer. If you plead guilty, the prosecutor is asking me to delay sentence for 3 months. That means you stay out of trouble for 3 months. You pay whatever court costs are assessed. And at the end of 3 months, this would be dismissed. It would not stay on your record as a permanent criminal conviction. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you prepared to go forward today without benefit of an attorney, or would you like to speak to the attorney by Zoom?
I'll go without one.
What would you like to do today, sir?
I'll take that plea.
All right. Were you at Metro Airport on December 1?
Yes, sir.
And did you find yourself at a checkpoint?
Yes.
And at that time, did you possess something that you should not have had there?
Yes.
What was that?
It was a knife.
All right. I will accept your plea. Showing your address on Dewfield, is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Can I have a phone number to put on the file?
Yep. 810-922-1598.
Thank you. All right. Are you working, sir?
Currently no.
When's the last time you worked and where were you at?
Late November, I worked at a farm.
Is there
Just kind of a
anything else that
seasonal.
you would want me to consider? I'm sorry?
I was just gonna say it's a seasonal transition where I'm done there for the winter. So
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like me to consider before I set the terms of your sentence?
No, sir.
All right, I'm going to go along with the prosecutor's recommendation. We'll delay sentence for 3 months. Court costs are assessed the amount of $400. Those court costs are due within 5 days. If you can't do that, then you got to go on our website. Just do a Google search for 34th District Court. Go to the Contact Us tab, and your options will be there. Any
Okay,
questions?
thank you. Nope.
Enjoy your day.
You too, thanks.
I'm trying to bring in Jake Knay Campbell. She's not connecting. So we have Tara Barber at 9:30. Mr. Jadala, what case are you here on, please?
I was typing it for you. Aaron Brooks. It was scheduled at 9, and I haven't been able to get a hold of Aaron Brooks, and I was wondering if they ever dialed
Yes,
in.
if you are, he did. And if you are the MIDC attorney, that's perfect because it's coming back for a final pretrial February 17th, and Jeff cannot handle it because he has the companion case.
Got it. Final pretrial on February 17th.
Yes.
I got it. Thank you guys so very much.
Yep. So you have a phone number and everything for him?
Could you give that to me if you have it?
Judge, do you have it? Just one second. I don't know that or Jeff, did you take it? The phone number?
What was the last name?
Brooks, Brooks.
No, I didn't get the number.
Okay.
Because I checked the ROA, and that's part of the problem. I sent him a letter because I'm the one that arraigned him, so I thought the case was mine. I didn't get a number last time. I sent a letter to the address, but there is no phone number in the ROA.
No, and that's one I missed.
All right, well, it's going to be February 17th at 9:30, Mr. Jadala.
February 17th at 9:30, and that's in front of Judge Oakley?
Correct.
Sam, I have the companion's number. If you want it, get in touch with me. I'll give you her number.
You know what? Maybe you can talk with the companion. Maybe she might know it. I'd rather not talk to a Cody, but maybe if you talk to the Cody and let me know if they have a number.
Her name is Miss Tiggs. I have her number.
All right. If you could call her and just inquire if she has contact information for my client.
All right.
Thank you, guys. All you guys have a wonderful day.
You too. Thanks.
You too. Miss Barber, are you connected?
Yes, sir.
I've got 2 files here from December 16, 2020.
Okay.
Possession charge and a drove while license suspended, revoked, or denied charge. Each one of those is punishable by up to $500 fines plus court costs, each one up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
I do.
The prosecutor has made an offer on the file. If you plead guilty to no valid operator's license on person, the drove while license suspended would be dismissed. Still a misdemeanor, still up to $500 fines plus court costs, up to 90 days on that one, not 93. But the main difference is a drove while license suspended charge would result with 2 points being assessed on your driving record. The no valid operator's license on person charge would be 0 points. Do you understand that?
I do.
As to the possession charge, the prosecutor's offer is if you plead guilty, it would be taken under a delayed sentence. And after the period of time, if you pay your court costs and stay out of trouble, then the matter would be dismissed. That charge would be dismissed. Do you understand all that?
I do understand.
Are you prepared today to go forward without an attorney, or would you like to speak to the court-appointed attorney?
Your Honor, I have represented Miss Barber in the past on the same matter. We adjourned this matter for Miss Manarino. There was a prescription involved, and I think Miss Manarino was investigating the prescription.
Okay.
If my memory serves.
Your Honor, can you put me and Mr. Bowditch into a breakout room briefly?
Sure. Yep. Heather will make that work.
Yep. Angela, can you go into your room, please? Or nope, you don't have it
I don't
anymore.
have it anymore. Yeah.
Okay.
Ms. Campbell, are you connected?
Yes.
Judge, just so that you're aware, the victim on some of these cases was in the waiting room most of the morning. She is gone now.
Thank you. Ms. Campbell, you're way late. What happened?
I've been on here since 10 o'clock. Like I literally
I don't think so.
been waiting since 10.
She's been in under a phone number, Judge.
Oh, yeah. All right, you got to log in with your name, ma'am, so we know who people are.
Okay.
All right, let's see if Miss Manarino's made an offer on these.
I will.
Yeah, I can't tell you about an offer because Miss Manarino made no notes, so we'll just have to wait till Miss Manarino can weigh in. Miss Manarino is the prosecutor for the township.
All right,
Okay.
and I'm bringing in Benjamin Hammock, 11 a.m.
Thank you.
Not connected.
Sorry, is it still under me, Campbell?
Yes, you're still under Campbell, but we're waiting for the prosecutor to join us.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mr. Hammett, can you hear me?
Yes, I can now.
I've got a file from December 13, 2021, checkpoint violation at the airport. This charge carries a possible penalty of up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
The prosecutor has made an offer on the file. If you plead guilty, this charge will be taken under a delayed sentence for 3 months. During that time period, you stay out of trouble, no new criminal offenses, and you pay court costs. If you pay your court costs and stay out of trouble, then at the end of 3 months, this matter would be dismissed. It would not stay on your record as a permanent criminal conviction. Do you understand the offer?
Yes, sir.
Are you prepared to go forward today without an attorney, or would you like to speak to the court-appointed attorney by Zoom?
I'm
All right, your audio went out. Did you say you were prepared to go forward without an attorney?
Yes, sir.
What's your decision? What do you want to do?
I would like to take that deal that you just offered.
On December 13, 2021, did you have something at the checkpoint at Metro Airport that you should not have had?
Yes, sir.
What was that, sir?
It was a pocket knife.
I'll accept your plea. Showing your address on Lewis Avenue, correct?
Yes, sir.
Phone number, please.
734-621-2373.
Thank you. Are you working, Mr. Hammock?
Yes, sir.
Where do you work and how long have you been employed there?
I work for Foundation Systems of Michigan. I've been with the company about 9 years now.
Okay. Anything else you want me to consider before I set the terms of sentence?
No, it's just a stupid mistake. The issue was I usually always have a check bag, and for whatever reason we decided to just do carry-ons, and I didn't even realize it was in that little bag. So
Okay. All right. I'll delay sentence for 3 months. During that time period, stay out of trouble, as I said. Court costs are assessed in the amount of $400. Those costs are due within 5 days. If you cannot make that happen, go to our website, just Google search 34th District Court, go to our Contact Us tab, and you'll see some other options online. Any questions?
no, that's no problem. I'll take care of that right away.
All right. Good luck to you, sir. Enjoy your day.
Thank you. You too.
Angela's back regarding Campbell.
Thank you. Miss Manarino.
Yes, Your Honor.
On Miss Campbell's files, Heather informs me that a victim on some of these files was in the waiting room earlier, but we've lost them.
Yeah,
And
I did. I had contact with both victims by email this morning. I know Miss Hickman was in the waiting room. I just emailed her to see if she was still available or not.
Okay, so the question is there an offer for Ms. Campbell to consider?
Yes, was it not on the? Yeah, so she pleads guilty to the 3 charges of malicious destruction of property. We'd amend the DWLS to no ops. And then if she pleads guilty to the interference, we dismiss the false ID. And Ms. Hinton and Ms. Hickman both asked that she have no contact with either of them.
All right, Ms. Campbell, do you understand the offer?
I do.
Are you prepared today to go forward without benefit of an attorney, or would you like to speak to a court-appointed attorney?
Yeah, I would like to adjourn this actually, because I would like to get my own lawyer.
You want to hire your own attorney?
Yes, I do.
All right, if I give you until February 3rd, does that give you plenty of time?
Yes.
Let's go February 3rd. Let's do 8:40. Does that work?
Yes.
All right, your bonds are continued. Any questions?
No, that's it.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Danielle Lockhart is not, just swiped, or I just chatted her for her audio. I think this is
Oh, 10:50.
10:50.
Yep, got her.
Miss Taylor, are you Markia Yolanda Taylor?
Yes.
Thank you.
Ms. Taylor, I've got a file here with your name on it from the date of 12/13/21. The charge is a checkpoint violation at Metro Airport. Possible penalty for that charge is up to 93 days in jail, up to $500 fines plus court costs. Do you understand the charge?
Yes.
The prosecutor's made an offer on the file. If you plead guilty, this would be taken under a delayed sentence for 3 months. During that time period, you stay out of trouble, no new criminal charges, pay court costs as ordered. If everything goes as planned, then after 3 months, this would be dismissed. It would not stay on your record as a permanent conviction. Do you understand the offer, ma'am?
I do.
Are you prepared to go forward today without an attorney, or would you like to speak to the court-appointed attorney by Zoom?
I'm prepared to go forward without an attorney.
And how would you like to go forward, ma'am?
I just have one question. You said with the penalties with the court, I just want to make sure I have an understanding that that has nothing to do with the penalties that TSA is charging me, right? That's something different?
Correct.
Okay, and the court penalties are 500 plus?
No, it's the possible penalty is up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. On these charges, depending on what the weapon is and some other questions I might ask you, it would max out at 5.
Okay.
500.
Okay, I understand.
All right. How do you want to go forward, ma'am?
What do you mean?
What's your decision? You want to take the plea from the prosecutor, or you want to set it for trial?
Would that, you said you had questions. Does that mean if
I
everything?
haven't gotten to the questions yet. The question is, what are you going to do today? You said you're ready to go forward. I want to know how we're going forward. Are we going to set the case for trial, or are you going to take the deal from the prosecutor?
I guess take the deal from the prosecutor. I'm just trying to get an understanding of does those questions go towards whatever we're doing?
Oh, no. Questions about your situation, so I decide what the court costs are going to be.
Oh, okay.
More than
Okay.
$500.
Now I have a better understanding. Yep.
Okay. So
I have to warn his office really quick, Nor.
All right, Ms. Taylor, did you find yourself at a checkpoint at Metro Airport on December 13/21?
Yes.
And at that time, did you have something in your possession at the checkpoint that you should not have had there?
Yes.
What was that?
My firearm.
All right. I can accept your plea based on those facts. after the end of the 3-month period, there's a process by which you can request a return of the weapon. You understand that?
Oh, okay, so I can't request it for 3 months?
Well, you can, but generally, Mr. Mena's response is no. Mr. Mena?
Yeah, that's correct, Your Honor. Once she completes the 3-month period and the case is dismissed, she can contact the police department directly and have our firearm returned to her.
Can I
Understood,
ask why
Mr.
that
Hammond?
is? I understand, but can I ask why that is?
That's the policy of the department.
Hmm.
Understood?
I understand. I have a firearm and a CPO for a reason to walk around the city of Detroit. So I'm not understanding what that reason is, but if that's just something you guys have in place with no reason at all, I guess I understand.
Well, I would simply indicate to the court that in the past, they've actually destroyed the firearm. But given their change in policy, it's fairly generous to return the firearm. Other departments actually destroy them.
Don't disagree. All right, ma'am, anything, I've accepted your plea. Anything else you want me to consider before I set the terms of your sentence?
No, there was just an honest mistake. I travel for a living. I travel Monday through Friday. I'm in and out of that airport 2 to 3 times a week. It was a shopping season. I was out shopping the night before, put it in my purse to get out of my car to put it away when I got in the house. Just totally forgot it was in there.
Who do you work for?
Crawford Healthcare. I work with hospitals.
All right. How long you been employed with them?
17 years.
All right. Anything else?
No.
All right. I'm going to go along with the prosecutor's recommendation. I will delay sentence for 3 months. During that time period, stay out of trouble. As I said, your address good for another 3 months, the Wildbrook address?
Yes.
Okay. Court costs are assessed in the amount of $500. Those costs are due within 5 days. If you cannot make that happen, go to our website, go under the Contact Us tab, and there are some online options there. Any questions, ma'am?
No.
Enjoy your day.
You too.
Your Honor, could I go into a breakout room with Ms. Manarino?
Sure.
Angela, can you go back in that room, please?
Yeah.
Sure.
Ms. Hamilton, are you connected? Ms. Hamilton, are you connected?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
I can, thank you. I've got a file from
Awesome.
August 9, 2021. The charge is disorderly person at the airport. Possible penalty for that charge is up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
I do understand that.
The prosecutor has made an offer on the file. If you plead guilty to the charge today, this would be taken under a delayed sentence for 3 months. During that 3 months, you stay out of trouble, no new criminal charges, pay court costs as assessed, and at the end of 3 months, this would be dismissed. It would not stay on your record as a permanent criminal conviction. Do you understand the offer that's been presented?
Yes, I do.
Are you prepared to go forward today without benefit of an attorney, or would you like to speak to the court-appointed attorney by Zoom?
Yes, I would. It's in regards to I didn't do anything that day, so I want to be
So
sure.
Let me back you up. You
Sorry.
would what? You would like to talk to the attorney?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I've been waiting to speak to you guys, honestly, because I got in a court call or whatever the case may be, but the person that started everything and that you
Okay, ma'am,
guys
I'm gonna
have the
cut you
video
off.
of.
I'm gonna cut you off. Stop talking. If you're gonna get the advice from the attorney, wait until you talk to the attorney before you share any information with the court.
Okay.
Okay? So
Mhm.
we're gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Bowditch as soon as he's available.
Jeff, did you need me to bring Miss Barber out of the breakout room?
Oh,
do you
yes.
need to go
Oh, no,
back in?
let me go back into the breakout room with Miss Barber if she's still there.
Yep, I will.
Thank you.
Heather, is Miss Hickman back in the waiting room?
She is not. I did chat to her and let her know that that case was, well, she was a few minutes ago, but I let her know that the case was adjourned.
Okay, because she emailed me back and I had emailed her and given her the new date, but I didn't, she said she was back in the room anyway, so I just wanted to make sure. Thank you.
You're welcome. Judge, are you grabbing Lockhart Williams file?
Yep, I've got it. Ms. Lockhart Williams, good morning.
Good morning.
I've got a file here from April 18, 2021. The charge is a checkpoint violation at Metro Airport. Possible penalty is up to $500 fine plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes.
The prosecutor's made an offer on this file. If you plead guilty, the charge would be taken under a delayed sentence for 3 months. During that time period, you stay out of trouble, no new criminal charges, court costs will be assessed. As long as you stay out of trouble and pay the court costs, then at the end of 3 months, the matter would be dismissed. It would not stay on your record as a criminal conviction. Do you understand that?
So when will the court costs come up, or how does that work?
I would assess the court costs today. You understand the offer?
Yeah.
Are you
Yes.
prepared to go forward today without an attorney, or would you like the advice of a court-appointed attorney?
You can go ahead.
Ready on Miss Barber, Your Honor.
Give me just a minute, Mr. Bowditch. Ms. Lockhart Williams, what does that mean? Go ahead. Would you like to talk to an attorney, or you want to make a decision without an attorney?
A decision without.
All right. And what's your decision, ma'am?
I mean, I guess I had to plead guilty.
Well, you don't have to plead guilty. We could set this case for trial if you'd like to do that.
What was the charge exactly? No one's giving me the
Checkpoint violation. In this case, because you had a taser at the checkpoint at the airport.
okay. Because I told him I didn't know that was even in there or that it was against Michigan laws. I wasn't even living in Michigan at the time. But
My question's still the same. How do you want to go forward today?
go ahead. Without the attorney.
Okay. And are you pleading guilty to in taking the deal from the prosecutor, or are we setting this case for trial?
Pleading guilty.
Okay. On April 18, 2021, were you at Metro Airport?
Yes.
And were you at a checkpoint?
Yes.
And at that time, did you have in your possession a taser?
Yes.
I can accept your guilty plea. Showing your address on Normandy Avenue, is that correct?
Yes.
And phone number 778-8104?
Yes.
All right. Are you working?
Not really. I had to cut down my hours due to COVID shutting the schools.
Where were you working before you had to take care of kids?
First student, I had an assignment out in Indianapolis, Indiana, and I was there for 9 months.
I'm sorry, who were you working for?
First student,
What do they do?
school bus.
Okay, okay. All right, anything else you want me to consider before I set the terms of sentence?
No, thank you.
All right, I'm gonna go along with the prosecutor. I'll delay sentence for 3 months. Just stay out of trouble. Your address on Normandy, good for 3 months or more?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Your court costs are assessed the amount of $400. Those court costs are due within 5 days. If you can't make that happen, go to our website, just Google the 34th District Court, go under the Contact Us tab, and there are some options online if you need more time or something.
Okay, because I will.
That's no problem. Do you have any questions?
And you said, once I pay how does, after the 3 months, what happens? I'm sorry.
As long as you don't have any further problems with criminal cases and you pay the court costs, then at the end of 3 months, we'll dismiss this, so it's not part of a permanent criminal history.
Okay.
It won't be a part of your permanent criminal conviction record.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No, sir.
Have a nice day. Mr. Bowditch, are you ready? Mr. Bowditch, you're muted.
I apologize, Your Honor. We're ready on
Barber?
Barber, Your Honor.
What are we doing?
Your Honor, we're having a little bit of discovery issues. Nothing that has anything to do with Angela or anything. But there is some more information that would help her make the right decision that I could get from my client. So we're just wishing for an adjournment, Your Honor.
All right. How about February 3rd at 8:40?
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Barber, that work?
Yes, sir.
All right, and Ms. Barber, I want to let you know, we've got an old file here from 2016. Looks like it was a driving with presence of drugs. That's a closed file, but there's a $45 clearance fee. You might have to get that paid before you get straight with Secretary of State.
Oh, okay. Thanks for the information. Do I pay it at your court?
Yeah, it has to be paid at the court.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a nice day.
Thank you. You as well.
Mr. Bowditch, if you can please go back into that room, and I'm going to put Ms. Hamilton in with you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's the last file I've got other than a whole bunch of no-shows.
Your Honor, I had a couple of files that I was gonna dismiss for defendants who have not appeared though. Does the court want to dismiss those even though they're not here?
That's up to you. I mean, if you want to dismiss it instead of just kicking it down the road,
Yeah.
that's up to you.
I think that's probably cleaner.
All right, give me some names.
Astu Dia, it was set at 8:30. It's an assault and battery.
I don't even have that on the docket at 8:30.
Oh. Okay. How about Dakota Daily at 9:20?
Yeah, I remember seeing that one. Let's find it. Oh, you know what? I found the ASCII file too.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't find it on the docket. Oh, yeah, okay. All right, so both of those are gonna be dismissed? Anything else?
Yeah, I've called and written letters to the complainants on both cases and received no responses.
Okay. Any other files or just those two?
I believe it's just those two. Let me just double check.
My audio's gone.
Yeah.
I can't talk. I'm trying to talk to you guys.
You wanna take those? Yeah. That's it? Just the two of them, Angela?
Yes, that's it, Judge.
All right, thank you.
No, am I all set then?
Yeah, because the last file that Jeff's dealing with is Jim's.
Okay,
Thank you.
perfect. Thank you so much, Judge. Have a good day.
Have a great day.
Thanks, bye.
Heather?
Mr. Bowditch, are you ready?
Ready on Miss Hamilton, Your Honor. Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Miss Hamilton. As far as the arraignment, Your Honor, we waive formal reading, stand mute. As far as the pretrial, Your Honor, we wish to adjourn this for discovery, specifically to see if Mr. Mena has a video that we could observe.
February 3rd work for you two?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
Your Honor, it'd be better for me on the 17th. Again, I have Judge Martin on the 3rd.
Oh, all right. Let's do it February 17th at 8:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Mena, are those videos available?
Well, I'm looking, see, I would assume they are, because everything's on video.
At the airport.
Is it like a cassette or something, or?
Okay, hold on.
No,
hold
I don't
on.
have-
You guys can have a conversation. Hold on. You guys can have a conversation off the record. I've been on the bench since 8:45 this morning. I don't need to get into discovery conversations.
Yes, Your
Ms.
Honor.
Hamilton, Greenwood Street, good address?
Yes, it is.
Phone number 309-1197?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna put you on a personal bond. Raise your right hand for me. Do you swear or affirm and acknowledge the debt payable to the court amount of $1,000 if you don't show up for your court date on the 17th, or if you don't cooperate with Mr. Bowditch and move this thing along?
Yes, sir.
Any questions for me or Mr. Bowditch before I terminate?
No, sir.
You're all set. All right, fellas, I'm done. You can have all the conversation you want on my Zoom meeting. Have a good afternoon.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Mena?
Yeah, it'll be shared electronically would be my guess. I'll have to get a hold of Detective Mays and send it over to you. I'll send you the report in the meantime.
Now, how's that going to work, Jim?
I don't know, because they share it to me on evidence.com. And then we may have to have you sit down and look at it or do something.
Yeah, Miss Hamilton wishes to view it.
Okay, I'll simply tell you that it has nothing to do that went between her and her whatever. And it's all related to her failing to follow the directions of the police.